La di da dee dee dee. What's going on, guys? What is happening? What is going on? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hello, hello, my friends. We are just kicking this off. Nothing like looking at a staticky screen. We'll get something going here in a second. All right, I'm just bringing this up on my laptop so I can read your chats. Otherwise, my phone screen will be covered up and I can't read anything. So let me go here. Do 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 do. Okay. Almost ready here. There we go. What's going on, Odd Rain? Top Sport 123. Clown Man, what's up? No way, Razor Ramon died. Holy crow. Holy crow.
Holy crow.
Holy crow. That's sad. I liked Razor Ramon. What am I playing tonight? I'm actually going to be transferring tapes, VHS tapes, to. I'm transferring to be digitized, basically. And I'm going to let you guys kind of just hang out in the process. And this is pretty much what I do once or twice a week, usually around once a week. And I get all my material and I edit them and I chop them to pieces and I curate them and then organize them and put them into episodes that you see on my live streams and on my weekly uploads. Topsword, I have to tell you, I love the vibe of your interstitial music. Oh, thank you. Is there a specific name for that genre? Yes. The genre is can be called a couple things, but usually it's synth wave or vapor wave, and sometimes even dark wave. But usually synth wave is the most common term. Remember national? Yeah, we on the last one I did, we did the national anthem. Was pretty badass actually to see that because I haven't seen a tape play the national anthem and do that late night. Hey, we're going off air thing in like years because no one ever really records that unless they have enough tape to let it go and they forgot to stop it and they fall asleep while they're on the rocking chair or something. Matt Gibbs, how's it going, Matt? JF, how's it going? Clown Man, yeah. One dude, I know, on a Monday, right? You know what's funny? I thought today was Tuesday, and I was like, today would be the perfect night to do it on a Tuesday. But when I got it all set up, I go, holy hell, it's Monday. It's all good, though. Oh, man. Let's see. Shane Pennington, what is going on? Thank you. Yeah, we got the Ring vibe going on. Any moment, a girl without a face is going to come crawling out of my television set. Indrid, how you doing, man? Regal Civic, good to see you. Douglas Brim, Molly McButta, get your ass to Mars. Puto Wave, a pro wrestling channel, does a lot of vaporware. Very cool. Freeman Media, nice to see you. I would catch a sign off sometimes after Friday night videos or later with Bob Costas or after later with Bob Costas. Bob Costas? I mean, like reruns? If he's still doing it, that'd be badass. I'd like to know more. PI Day is a great day for it. Retro's good to give up. LZ2K7, how you doing? One Chevy Guy 375 did ever make a video explaining a video recording setup? Nope, not yet. Not yet. In good time. Let's see here. Hoping you're doing well. Thanks, Sinful Zavi. Goonies1623. Can you tell us about the intriguing painting on the wall? Looks like a vintage goodness. Yeah, let me show you the. Hey, Brendan. It's like Angel. How you doing? Let's look at the little print I have on there. I got it from a pop art gallery. Who specializes in taking artists that do everything that is related to pop art and kind of retro popish culture, and their name is Gallery 1988, I think. Let me check real quick here. Gallery 1988, is that right? Yes. And I'll put the link. And they have rotating art exhibits. You never know what you're going to get. One night it may be something about Street Fighter II artwork, or it may be about 80s movies, and people will submit their own original art. And I got to say, a lot of these artists they're geniuses. This is a piece of artwork I got from that. Let me show you real quick here. Yeah, so this is kind of a bit of everything. Not everything, but a little bit here and there of different things taken from our nostalgic past. As you can see, there is a Bop'em Sock'em robot dude on the back. I think it was from a boxing game. I think someone mentioned that in the stream previously. And that little phone in the middle, I had one as a kid. It was a little phone car on wheels with a rotary dial. Don't know what the hot dog reference is from. And then you have, it looks like, those little pink, rubbery, collectible toy dudes. What are they called? I want to say tits, but that's not right. Lockjaw. Okay, Lockjaw's on the phone. Okay. Lockjaw's on the phone. The guy on the top right, or I don't know. I'm messing it all up. I know that game on the right, I had that full game, and I did not understand how to play it. So, that's that. Let me put this thing on a mount. Actually, now's a good time to kind of share a couple of things with y'all. All right, so I got a little mount going on now. I'll get a little steadier with the video. Hey, Kyle. Good to see you. What first? Oh, right. So, we're going to chew some tapes in a second. But first, I got to pour me a drinky poo. So let's, little Hawaiian. I don't know if y'all watch Joe versus Volcano, but that is a replica prop I made. I built everything is from scratch, even the lamp pieces. But this is a replica from Joe versus Volcano, where he has that lamp in his office, and he kind of carries it around with him because he absolutely loves the lamp. Well, I adore the lamp, and yeah, I even redid the art myself. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, let's see here. What was I gonna? Yeah, pour myself a drink, a drinky poo. Here we go. If I can do this and not spill it. That's about 3 fingers, right? That's what no one said. Cheers, guys. We'll get to that in a second. First, want to share something with you. Let's do this. Hey everybody, sorry if I don't see all the comments. I'm kind of double fisting here, trying my best. So I just wanted to open this up. This is a box that came in from Jesse Shearer. It's a major award. And let's try cutting it open here. So all right, go to this side. And just want to kind of pop open a few of the retro goodness that he sent me. Funny thing, almost every single box that I happen to get always has plastic bags as the stuffing for the box. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a VHS tape thing or what have you. Let's throw that to the side here. All right, and let's see what Jesse has to say. Thanks again for taking the tapes and the archive work you do. It's very much appreciated. I'm not sure I'm the only one who enjoys watching your commercials. This is a bit smaller box than the previous one. Only 4 tapes, MST3K, mislabeled as Journey's End, the Saga of Star Trek. And these are from 97, 98. Deep Space Nine tapes are from spring, early summer 1999. And a Weird Al video is pretty awesome. Okay, very cool. The last 3, especially, I'm sure, have some local ads. One marked Deep Space Nine final episodes. Okay, well, thank you so much, Jesse Shearer. Not sure if you're watching, but let's check them out. Deep Space Nine final episode. Weird Al music videos. That's pretty cool. Weird Al, I gotta say, one of my favorite movies that he made, surprisingly, I don't even know if it's his only movie, but is UHF. Man, such a good movie. Deep Space Nine again, and Journey's End, the Saga of Star Trek, The Next Generation. Very cool. I will cherish these and put them to good use, kind sir. Thank you very much. I kind of like to keep these notes. People will handwrite them or type them out, and they're kind of like little keepsakes for me, which I absolutely adore. So I'm going to put those over here next to the garbage pail collection, or garbage collection there. And all right, let's go look for some tapes. Let's get some tapes. Let's find some tapes. I'm going to put my scotch here, or bourbon, whatever it is. It's brown. Brian Kuda, what's going on? All right, so what we want to do is we want to find, now these tapes, by the way, are from Retro Circ. He sent them my way. And a lot of these are from Florida, from what I recall, South Florida. For those of you out in the South Florida area, this is in your neck of the woods. And I want to find tapes that have the clippings. There we go. Clippings from the TV Guide. Now, this is kind of guaranteeing me that it's taken from off-air recordings, which may or may not have commercials, but there's a good chance, so we'll check them out. So that's one. Let's get a few. Not all of them have them, and in most cases, that means it was recorded from cable, such as this one. What was that, by the way? Dead pork? I don't know. Let's see. The Howling. That's always fun. Let's see if it has a clipping on it. Come off of here. Let's see. La-di-da, da-di-da-di-di. Okay, it does. Very good, very good. And let's try a couple more. Let's try this one right here. What is this? The Georgie Girl. That sounds like a blast to watch. Okay, there we go. We'll take these 3. Come back if we need more. All right, let me just set up this little stand I have. Sorry if it's a little shaky. I have this thing set up on one of those tripods that are made out of plastic, and they don't work too well. Okay. There we go. There we go. Moon Man for you. Give a woot woot to Moon Man. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Let's start with the howling. Let's see if we get lucky. In you go. Now, as always, I love sharing this gigantic, fat, thick remote control. What the hell were y'all thinking about? Yeah, look at that. Isn't that schnasty? Man, control a shuttle from here. All right, so let's check it out. I forgot to check if it was rewound or not. Be kind and rewind, Dave. Yosef, yes, you can send tapes. My address is listed in the About section of my channel. So just go to my channel and click on About, and you'll see my mailing address. So yeah, please send anything you want my way. I'll definitely make sure they go to good use. All right, let's play. The Howling is a cheesy classic. Yes, indeed. Oh, this quality. Quality. All right.
We all thank you, Peggy.
Yeah, the quality on this tape's not that good, but my equipment's trying to clean it up. Rip Johnny Fever. Okay. Any moment now it's going to start wanting to play real good. Kind of dropping in and out. Dropping in and out. Relax the hips. Relax the shoulders. Rip Johnny Fever. Beta tapes are known to have running lines. You know, this one is really running. This one's got a lot of running lines. Let me fast forward it here. WCIX, by the way, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Okay. So the audio is dropping. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. This is what I have to deal with every time. Not really. It's not that bad all the time. Let's check it out. So what I usually do is I just usually power it all off. And then it's like reboot. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Oh, the woes of dealing with old equipment. Woe is me. All right, let's see. Sounds okay. I don't hear a drop yet. Knock on wood. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think the reboot fixed it. So your IT, take care of your IT guys, because the reboot thing's true. Okay. Sorry, I'm just starting to look back at these. Now, that weirdness on the screen is actually part of the introduction of this movie, it seems like. It's not my machine, so I think we're good. Hey, Dave, you ever transfer tapes with people with complete wiry show and commercials? Complete wiry shows. Have you ever transferred kids' shows with commercials? Yes to both. Yeah, I don't know what the wiry show is, but probably so. Razor Ramon. Yeah, I had no idea. That does suck. Let's see. Let me catch up to some of these chats. So this is called what the hell is this movie called, guys? I want to say this movie is called Horror Movie. Yes, the name of this movie is Horror Movie. Yeah. Is McMolly McButter the best? That's funny. Hey Dave, The Howling, right? The horror. The movie's called The Horror. The Hole. All right, we got some ads here. Getting lucky. Have you ever transferred tapes for people with complete TV show ad commercials? Have you ever transferred kid shows with commercials? Have you transferred anything wrestling tapes? I don't transfer. I may transfer wrestling tapes every blue moon when I get them, but I don't share them because they get banned pretty quickly off YouTube. Let's see. American Werewolf in London was crazy because that transformation part in the room where he just starts turning into a hairy mess, that freaked me out as a kid. Yeah, this footage has some jacked upness going on in it. Nice Mac Tonight bust. I had a whole collection of Mac Tonight merch. Very nice. Let's see. Is it opposite day? Kind of is. If I became a Patreon, we get those once you transfer on there so we can download the stuff. Yosef. Yes, actually, on my Patreon, I pretty much, it's either half a year or at the year mark, I will share every single uncompressed video that I upload in its original format. So you're getting the top shelf stuff, I guess. If you're into that, if you want to kind of download it on your own and get a really good high quality version of the file, you will have access to that. And I do upload specials that I do not share on YouTube because they, again, will get taken down, and the specials are usually stuff you can't find anywhere else. So the answer to that is yes. 8-Ball, can Molly McButter defeat? I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter. I had to resort to download WC material off YouTube because it can't be found anywhere else. Yeah, see? Yeah, this retro reception. Some people actually enjoy that. They look for footage on purpose that is sort of crummy like this. But I'm gonna start recording now, I guess, because I forgot to record almost. Almost did it again. You almost did it again, man. Fabio, Barry, hello. What's going on, Faith? So I set up my Stream Elements account to auto comment on my merch and 8-Ball and other things like that. But I forgot to set the time different, the window, and it looks like it's, I hope you don't see it as spam, so apologies on that. I'm still gonna buy that Molly McButter sticker. Thank you for that. Yeah, so by the way, I put out a new Molly McButter design that is on a shirt. It's on men's and women's shirt. It's on a cup and it's on a sticker. So if y'all are interested, it's in the merch store in the link above. So go and express your flair. 1985 this is from. Oh, good eye, good eye. I have not caught that yet. Barry was my first concert, Joe Louis Arena. Very cool. I have to take mine at night. I learned real quick as I barely made it through the day, through the workday. Second day I was on it. Somebody get the chopper now. Get over there and put it in the chopper. Let's see. 1996, my friend and I at our local video store, after just watching a rerun of SNL The Bears, came across a movie called The Whores. The Whores. Oh, nice. I forever said that the movie name like The Bears, The Whores. The Whores. Day of the Dead TV spot was a clue. Ah, okay. See, Kyle and other super brains on this chat, they know so much about this stuff. It makes me feel like an idiot sometimes. Okay, let me fast forward through here. I'll be getting more and hang just a sticker too. Oh, very cool, man. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. What patron tier gets me the TV shows? I believe it's not the $2 tier. Any tier above that, and they all pretty much get the same thing. The dollar amount is just to express your support. I keep on using the word express. So anything but the $2 support tier. Mark Meadows, just popping in for a few minutes in the live stream and comment often on your videos. Keep up the good work, buddy. Thank you very much for that. I very much appreciate it. Faith, it is ironic, isn't it? It's like commercials are kind of like a transport vehicle to the back of our brains of things we forgot. And once we start seeing these things, it just creates these bursting memories of nostalgia. Nostalgia. The Red White Tea, hey, thanks for subscribing. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Jay Kane. Welcome to the channel. Oops, almost forgot to pause. Yes, very cool. Thank you, thank you. Wasn't she with the same guy in Cujo? Almost pronounced that Cujo. And I don't even speak Spanish. Cujo. Man, the video is so bad that it can't even process the colors half the time. Look at this.
Tonight at 10, we'll tell you how Miami's scandal-ridden police department is fighting back against...
May have to skip this one. Audrey, Dave, can I get you to sign a Molly McButter t-shirt? Of course. Hell yeah. I'll do it. Let's see here. I need to order a couple of them, so one of them I will get for you and sign it for you. Yeah. I got 600 tapes. Holy crap, Yosef. Dude. I will be happy to take any that you're willing to give away, that's for sure. Sean Cadillac Red, Dave, love seeing the work in action. Love the Mac the Night. Thank you very much. Love Moon Man. Grayman, do I have any NCAA basketball tournament commercials in your stock? You know what's funny? I don't have that much basketball material. It's like not a lot of people recorded basketball. It was all about football. But I'm sure I do. I just don't really remember. CS, thank you for ordering that sticker. Thank you very much. Michael Johnson, what's up? How's it going? We are the Astronomicists. Make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. Just bought a McButter sticker. Thanks, Commodore 64. I'm assuming that was UCS. Brian Kudus still don't get the McButter thing. It wasn't really. So what happened? I'll explain what happened. And correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who remembers what happened exactly, because my memory is not all that great. One night during a live stream, we were watching commercials, as we always do, and a Molly McButter commercial came up. And I believe in an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, I started saying Molly McButter. And I was using that as kind of like a meme. It became a meme. And then chat started saying Molly McButter and using the butter emoji over and over again, and it turned into a Dave's Archives meme. So now, every stream we Molly McButter each other. Yeah. Yosef, you have a Bulls game. Very cool. Would love to transfer that. Urban Noise Music, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
FPL, they're one of the best energy companies in America. It ain't bragging, but it's true.
You get 9 action figures. Nice. There you go, Black Phoenix. Oh, man.
A video camera recorder that sees and hears every move.
Yeah, a meme that has no real purpose, but makes people happy. What a change, right? James, thank you for that. Much appreciated. It happened and it stuck like butter. That's right. Like butter. Joseph, do you ever get NHL games? Yes. I actually have a ton of, not a ton, but I got a big box full of tapes from Canada. A subscriber from Canada sent them my way, and about half of them have NHL stuff. Well, not is it NHL for Canada? I don't know, but it's a bunch of hockey. Pika 23, what's going on? Nice to see you. 7 Reds getting Molly McButtered up. Hell yeah! Cheers to that. Cheers to that, my friends. Yes. Chin chin. This group is freaking awesome. I love these guys. Love you guys. Oh man, I haven't had that whiskey, bourbon whiskey before, and it's not that smooth. Wired remotes, holy cow. So these ads are not good for my channel because they suck in quality. I'm going to have to fast forward through this, and hopefully we can get to a part of a tape that is usable. Speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, just watched Batman and Robin a few days ago. Oh, Arnold and Mr. Freeze, yeah. Yeah. That wasn't bad. It was it was watchable. I like the characters, that's for sure. I like the creativity of the characters. Alright. So let's pop this one out. And put another one in there, because this one sucks assholes. Alright, let's see. Or it could be the VCR. The VCR just may need a deep cleaning. These older machines are pretty finicky. You just got to really give them love every once in a while. Alright, so half tape. Okay, I'll put that one in the weird category because I don't know if I'm going to try that one again. Let's try this one. Georgie Girl, the complete Beatles. And you can see he clipped those out of the TV guide. Love when they do that. All right, let's give it a shot. That tape is so old, the plastic is completely orange. All right, let's see what we got here.
This is Luis Valdez's film.
Okay, this one's looking quite a bit better. So I think the machine's okay. It was just a bad recording. And this one's a bit this one's got a lot of static, so you can tell that it was recorded using the antenna, and this is the best reception his antenna could get him. But that's okay. I'll take this. I'll take what I can get. I've seen worse sets of ads on YouTube quality-wise. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if a lot of these YouTubers just borrow other people's footage, so it becomes double compressed and everyone looks like a smudgy blur, or they just don't have up to par equipment. I don't know. Let's see. Got any commercials transfers from Saturday morning broadcasts? Yes, I have quite a few Atlanta commercials. 96. Just search. Go to my channel and search on my channel for cartoons, for example, and you should find a good handful there.
They are fabulous musicians. They've finally been discovered by America and the world. David Hidalgo, wonderful guy, but very shy. Had to step up and do
Betamax tapes seem to grade faster than VHS, or is it just FUD? In my experience, Betamax in the last 5 or so years, Betamax tapes that I've gotten a hold of have a lot of degradation on them. It's hard to find good quality Betamax tapes, and I'm assuming the ones that were good were stored in a non-humid, hot environment, and to some degree were kept well. But VHS tapes that I've been doing a lot of VHS lately. They're all pretty much good to go.
So we brought in Carlos Santana, who's been a long-time fan of this.
Let's see. Do you want to know? Been collecting old VHS, but you buy sealed so I can get coming previews clear as day. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, let me fast forward through this. This looks like a commercial. I mean, a bumper or one of those fillers they have on cable TV before the next movie comes up. So this may be off of cable. No, Mr. Not Default. Always appreciate your media preservation. Much appreciated. Yeah, Alabama was a really good movie. I appreciate it more now than I did when I watched it as a kid. Really, really good rags to riches or rags to success movie. Until I got on that damn plane, which is a shame. Do you have any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons with commercials? That I do not think I have. Have I found any CDs that have old VHS recording and transferred over? I've not, I won't say found, I have a few people send me some material. And the quality was okay, wasn't that great. But it's watchable, for sure. A lot of problems I have with receiving recordings from people. I always tell folks, hey, send me the tape so I can do the transfer myself, because I'm very picky about how I do this, my transfer process. I'm not trying to sound like a snob or anything, but if it comes out, if it doesn't come out to a certain quality, I will not use it. And if the audio cannot be fixed, I will not use it. So what I do is I always try to clean up the picture as best as possible, and I always try to master the audio by removing hiss, by removing background noise, and sometimes I EQ it as well. I EQ the audio as well. I mean, audio can really ruin a watching experience, especially if it's just like you hear garbledygook static and hissing, and not the enjoyable kind that reminds you of the good old days, but the annoying kind that's like, dude, I just can't take it anymore. And just for Mr. Awesome, I do have the Swedish erotica waiting for you. It's gonna be very enjoyable.
Here's the first question. Are you ready to play? Sure. Who makes the tastiest, most carefully baked pizza in the world? That's right! Next category is delivery. Who delivers fastest and friendliest?
RL, very nice. I used to do that too. I used to watch YouTube while I was driving home. Not like watching, hey, it's our favorite Floridian, Franco, with his self-portrait. I used to do that too. It's actually, if you're watching a good stream or listening to a stream, it can definitely take the hassle out of driving long distances.
937-0102. Franco's now has free delivery anytime. Call now. Back to you.
No, we didn't see this one, but I'm guessing a lot of these tapes were from a large collection of tapes, this being only a fraction of those tapes. And I'm guessing that this is from a window where this guy recorded a lot of movies from television at this window of the day. I'm assuming it's kind of late night. But we may see some reruns of local commercials, I'm guessing. Can I do a live stream on the...
What do you do when an accident makes him disappear from your life? And the
Can I do a live stream of how I do my process and how to fix the audio? That probably not doable. I'll just be honest. It would be multiple tutorials and a video, and I could break them out, but even then I just don't think I have the energy to do that. I'll show my process kind of high level though. Do I have any material for kids or kids WB? I do. They're somewhere. YouTube definitely makes long trips seem not so long. I know, right? It so does. See, in Japan, so here's the thing. Maybe it's responsible driving, but in Japan, you can watch TV in your car while you're driving. I mean, not literally just sit there and watch a screen and not drive, but you can have it playing on the center console, and you're kind of maybe briefly glancing, but listening mostly. And it's not illegal. It hasn't been seen as something that is a hazardous to your driving. But I'm sure people, if we had that here, there'd be a lot of people who would make make some bad decisions, make some bad choices. But it would be cool if we had that. If we had like built-in TVs to our cars and you could just listen to the news or listen to whatever. Urban noise music. Yeah, a lot of these tapes are from Miami or the South Florida region. Have I ever had anyone send me tapes but want them back? Maybe just one person. Maybe just one person. Yes, I will make the process eventually. I will eventually get around to it. I promise. I used to love pawn stores for looking for bargains, but they want an arm. I know. Like, seriously, you can't go in a pawn store. It's not even retail anymore. It's like above retail because they know that you're going to want to haggle. And the best they can usually do is just a little below retail, which is so stupid. But I think people just, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people go there to trade, you know. Let me trade this in. What can I get on your floor? We are the astronomers. Very cool. There you go. That's the way to do it. I set my phone on the dash sometimes when a big football game or wrestling, so I don't want to miss. Yeah, I used to have I used to have a car that had a really nice deep dash in it, which allowed me to place my phone so I could, play the news or is YouTube TV. So I was watching news and stuff like that on my drive home. But then I tried doing Netflix, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally. I can't do Netflix. I'm missing half of the content because I'm not really paying attention completely to every word. I'm not watching it, so I'm ruining these shows by, you know, not giving them the credit that's due to actually watch it and sit down.
Saturday night at 6:30 on 39 WBZL.
Hello, I'm a TV commercial. And he's a print ad.
Mystical Raven, what's going on? How's it
I can
going?
make mine go round and round, like this. How about yours? Mine sounds like a
But holy hell, YouTube TV,
sound like
the prices,
something like my race car.
I don't know. I want to find something cheaper now.
There's one place products
I know there's cheaper options out there, but they don't have the channels that my wife likes to subscribe to. You know, the whole rich wife reality show genre. So I'm trying to find that right fit for the right price. Yeah, luckily I'll be able to use this footage. That other tape, man, there's no saving it.
Welcome to the Lighting Center, Miami's lighting department store. Select from one of the largest collections of indoor and outdoor light fixtures, sconces, strip lighting, and lamps.
Commodore, I run a senior center for nonprofit, and it's only service that lets me stream live TV. Okay, with no restrictions. Very nice. Sling TV. Okay, yeah, I will check it out.
96th Street exit or 595. Call 757-9511.
And then Netflix upped their price, which is always awesome.
Only US TV gives you a 1-year guarantee. US TV can also repair your old TV or VCR at the most reasonable price. Bring in your TV or VCR for a free no-obligation estimate.
Oh, dang, you got blocked. Why is that?
Call 949-84.
I want a job at the lighting center. I want a job at the lighting center.
You know, the single scene is wilder than ever, and have we got the show to prove it? You'll meet some of today's most beautiful women asking some pretty outrageous
What is this?
and some great-looking bachelors with even more outrageous answers. Then there's that magical moment where the boy
What?
and the girl, and they find out about their fabulous dream date. The all-new dating game is more fun and exciting than ever, so don't forget to watch right here on the all-new dating game.
Weeknights at 7:30.
My local VHS doesn't carry VHS anymore, let alone recorded stuff. Yeah, they're not supposed to. They have a policy supposedly not to resell off-air tape recordings or blank tapes unless they're new in packaging. But some of them don't really care. They'll like take what they can get. So you just gotta find the right one. In Houston, we have about 4 around my workplace that are somewhat near my workplace. And I'll occasionally find off-air tape recordings at 2 of them. The other 2, I never find them. They usually weed those out or trash them. Which reminds me, I wonder if I wonder if they lock their trash cans to see the crap they throw out, because I'm sure they throw out a lot of tapes. I mean, I've never gone dumpster diving before, but I do follow YouTubers who do it, and I kind of wish I had the balls to do that. I think my family would disown me, my wife would leave me. If they found out I did that. I don't care, though. I honestly don't really care. I mean, doing that, A new dating game. Brian Cuda, you do it? Dude, that's awesome. See, if I had a buddy to go and like dumpster diving on a couple bikes, the ones you pedal, that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing it. Let's see. Yeah, Douglas, you should consider, whoops, consider talking with the manager owner of those stores to see if they'd be willing to sell those tapes you're given to you. That's a good idea. I did that with some estate sale management companies, and they were calling me for a while, but they kind of just fell off the map after a while. So I think they either exchanged hands or what have you. I can get arrested. Yeah, I've heard about it. There's a guy named Mike the Scavenger. He's actually based in Houston, and he has a really good YouTube channel. And that's how he pretty much makes a living, is off dumpster diving. But he's still making them. I need to learn his tricks. Michael Beard or Baird, where do you normally source my tapes? Majority used to be off eBay and estate sales. Oh, A Boy and His Dog. That's a great movie. A little campy, but pretty good. And Goodwill stores. But now I mostly get my tapes from donations.
They're hot. They're here. West Side Story, music by Bernstein, lyrics by Sondheim, book by Lawrence.
We should go as a group, a trash party. We're a retro we should like all get t-shirts that all match, same color. That way we look legitimate. And they'll question if it's a bunch of scoundrels going in their trash bins. They're like, oh no, they're legit. They're doing a cause. Yes, the cause is retro nostalgia, my friends. Yes.
Well, that's my favorite place too. How about Friday night at 7?
Oh, terrific. I'll wear my new miniskirt. You'll love it.
That sounds terrific.
Come join the fun now. For just
Yosef, I'll send you 600 tapes. Holy moly. Okay, well, not at one time. Yeah, do what you can when you can. No rush at all. But yeah, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Charlene Hernandez. Hey, Dave and Molly McButter. How's it going? Truth Loops isn't in yet. I'm sure he's probably caught up with some personal stuff, but hopefully he drops in.
Be there. Can a pair of sunglasses actually make you see farther, clearer, and
So a lot of these commercials are actually new. I think I've only seen a couple duplicates so far, or a few, which is good. The pizza one never gets old. Retro trash party. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Watch Blue Blocker Sunday morning at 12:30 on 39.
Oh man, you worked at Dollar General. Actually, I love dollar stores, honestly, but I hate when you go in and it's $1.25 now. You know, it's like, dude, don't cheat me out of my quarter, man. I'm trying to buy a box of burritos. Retro trash party. And I'm really classing it up tonight, aren't I? Cheers to that. Cheers. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. That drink's got a little bite to it. Fast forward, I say. Fast forward. Yeah, they should just call it the $1.25 store. Take all that extra money you're making off the dollar. You're making $25 more on the dollar. So take that money and buy new signs and correctly name it as $1.25 store or $1.25 general. Yosef, well, I would probably use USPS and use their kind of no weight limit shipping and the box sizes that they carry. That would be the cheapest route possible. Um, and that's up to you, really. I know it's a done. It's I mean, the cost is coming out of your pocket to ship to me, so um, do whatever you're willing to do. Anything is if you just send me 5 tapes, I really appreciate that. It's you don't have to send me that much, but of course I will take care of all of them if you do. The dollar-ish store. We're going to the dollar-ish store. Sort of the family pantry store. It's no longer the Dollar General. It's the $1.25 Sergeant. Yes. That was stupid. Just go rewind that and unlisten. Yes, USPS medium mail is cheap. It is cheap. I forgot about that, actually. Hoo-da-hoo. Here we go. Oh, look at that fine clock phone. Man, oh, these are going to be gold. These are going to fit well into my late night ASMR commercial blocks. I'd buy that for $1.
George Hero, starring Lynn Redgrave, will return.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, so cheap as possible for sure. Dollar Admiral. Yeah, I should have gone up, you're right.
To buy anything from Craftmatic, just preview Craftmatic beds and
$1.25 Admiral store.
And even if you don't buy your adjustable bed from Craftmatic, we'll send you this Pierre Cardin designer alarm clock telephone free.
And you go up $1, it's a two-star Admiral store. $3, three-star Admiral store.
Any quality flat
you have to see Craftmatic.
There should be a store that sells nothing but Molly McButter. I totally agree.
Any bed, even a sale price flat bed, call toll free and get this free Craftmatic bed color catalog.
Retro trash driving. Every state. I want a clock phone.
Call to get your free catalog.
And alarm clock telephone coupon by May.
Truth Lopes, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in.
That's 1-800-247-7800 toll free. Call 1-800-247-7800.
Ah, yes, we're gonna enjoy the McRippin tonight. Look at that hairstyle. It's the wave. We had a broken Mickey Mouse phone. And it was a big one. It kind of stood up like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet or so. You hung the phone off the arm. It was pretty cool. Do I have any rare commercials from the 90s I liked? There's so many great commercial campaigns. I would have to say, I always get this question and I always change it. I think I remember what I love the most based on how I feel at the time. So many. I mean, the Noid, great. Spud McKenzie, great. There's just too many. Too many. But my all-time favorite's Mac Tonight. Gotta say. It just puts me in this weird place. Not a weird place, but this, my own little unique happy bubble. Oh crap, Mystical Raven, I totally remember the crayon phone. I totally remember that. I didn't know it lit up though. I didn't have one, but I remember seeing it in the catalogs. I keep Mace on my EDC bag. Oh, you're into EDC, eh? Very cool. Shane Pennington, after I said a box of burritos, now I want to go to the store to get steak burritos to fry up. Dude, that sounds so good. That sounds so freaking good. A box of steak burritos, man. You know, I miss those 90s and 80s movies that depicted two kids going to the local convenience store and getting a Slurpee and picking up a, 50-cent burrito, popping it in the microwave and eating it there. Because we had the exact same thing. We had the same setup at 7-Eleven, Stop and Goes. And I remember eating those burritos. They weren't that bad, actually. But I tried recent burritos, like from our local store, like Kroger, HEB, and holy hell, all of them taste horrible. Not the way I remember it. Maybe I'm just kind of being a little romantic about the past. You know, maybe everything tasted better because I remember it that way. But really, I think the burritos tasted better. Maybe because they're using healthy stuff in it. I don't know. By the way, guys, I'm not seeing every comment just because it's a little hard for me to keep up on this setup here compared to my desktop setup. So if I miss questions, I apologize. If you've made a tip and I didn't see it or give you a shout out, I do apologize for that. It's not on purpose. I promise. Whoop. Butt bombs. Yes. Butt bombs. Ass bombs. Yes. Shout out smelling McButter out. Molly loves you. Should I heat up burritos? Yeah, at least so far these have ads. Ooh, this one's even better quality. I think this is a different channel. Oh, yeah, probably so because there's not as much reception static on the screen. It's a bit clearer. So this is definitely from a better reception station, I guess you could say. Oh man, are we talking about fast gas station food? Look, I gotta tell you, guys, I have a bad vice, and it is eating bad. It's like I have advice for eating trucker snack food, essentially. I guess like it's in a nutshell. So when I hit up a gas station, nothing more screams out to Dave, and I'm not talking. Yeah, I guess I spoke in third person view. That's so tacky, but I'm imaging this. I mean, I'm mentally creating an image of this. So I go in, and the first thing I look at, are the hot dog rollers to see what's rolling on those damn metal rollers. And holy hell, if there's a jalapeno cheese bratwurst or any type of hot dog that has jalapeno cheese, I will get it. And I'll get the damn horrible crusty bun, and I will take it home and enjoy it. And I'll regret it a few hours later, but it's all good. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my upbringing. We ate a lot of snack food, and those tornado things. Yeah, those spicy tornado things are cool. Those weird egg roll things. They all of them, all of them. All right, let me fast forward this. I think this is rare Beatles footage. Now, mind you, I don't do it often. It's like maybe once a couple months I'll go and splurge. But every time I go in, I for certain, I'm always kind of eye humping the metal rollers, see what's on there. I'm not alone, Dave. Very good. I feel good now. Hitting girl gas station food is poison for me and my husband. We thought we were going to die. Yeah, sometimes those guys that work at those stations or the owners or managers, they don't really do inventory too well sometimes. So you just got to be very, very careful. I remember buying beef jerky from our local gas station last year sometime, and it had an odd taste to it, but I was like, it's jerky. You can just keep it in a bag forever. The damn bag expired a year before I bought it. It expired. It was a year old after expiration. Freaking bastards! That stupid manager and every clerk has been looking at the same damn bags of jerky for a year and not bothering to change them out. Sons of bitches. You get a rapid refund, that's for sure. I didn't get sick though. Well, probably because I didn't eat it. When I ate it, it was just so off and weird. I stopped, but I had like a piece. I definitely digested a piece, but I didn't get sick. I should have gotten sick. I'm lucky I didn't get sick. I love ices, man. In Texas, we have Buc-ee's, which is like the crown jewel of all convenience stores across the world. It's like they're the size of Walmart's. Well, some of them are really just big. They're really, really big. And they're convenience stores, right? But they have all kinds of really cool stuff in them. They have it's hard to explain. Very unique. But the Slurpee station is huge. It's like two separate stations, 12 different flavors, and they're all awesome. And they have their own branded snacks and canned pickled things and their fresh sausage sandwiches, their chopped beef sandwiches, their brisket sandwiches, their smoked turkey sandwiches, and their beef jerkies is they have the best beef jerky for at least a couple 100 miles, in my opinion. I go to like the hill country all the time in Texas, or I used to, and we stop by the shops that sell beef jerky and the handmade stuff. But Buc-ee's really nailed it. They have some awesome stuff. So if y'all ever go to South Texas, or not, I'm sorry, not South Texas, but Texas, hit up Buc-ee's. It'll blow your mind away. Okay, so I doubt this has any ads in it, so we're going to change it out here. Telehell, if you can read this Beatles movie is coming from PBS. Okay, very good. So let me stop it. Sausage sandwich. Sausage sandwich. Sausage. I love the sausages. I said that so excitedly. All right. So we'll stop this recording. Thank you for that, Telehell, by the way, and thanks for watching. Of course, as always, Telehell, one of our supporters, has sent me tapes, and he has an amazing podcast. Please check him out, by the way. Ripped. Done. Okay. That one's done. What is the next one? So this one is MacArthur and the Kingoon of the Spiders. This does have the nicely done cutouts, as you can see. Let's give it a shot. Ah, starting off with a bang. Look at this. Breakfast machine. What's going on? Nice. Mick Grace Burns. How you doing? How you doing? 80s Ladybug. First time. Very nice. A lot of cool stuff here, gotta say. Shout out to the egg salad sandwich. Saving lives. One questionable purchase at a time. In Japan, I always talk about Japan. I absolutely love Japan. But they have, their convenience stores rotate food twice a day. It's that fresh. Whereas us in the States, we'll stamp it with a, 5 day, 2 week, hey, let's go a month mark on our fresh foods. And maybe not a month, but definitely 5 days to over a week from I've seen in the past. But their stuff changed out once to twice daily.
Call the WSBN News Video Tip Line anywhere in Florida. 1-800-226-WSBN. South Florida's news station, WSBN 7.
All night theater from WSVN 7. This looks interesting. Haven't seen this one yet. Love these graphics. These are fantastic.
Gregory Peck in MacArthur.
Yeah, Japanese 7-Elevens are. I can't really explain it unless you physically go there and visit and understand and take it all in. It's very hard to explain. It's like USA Up All Night. Oh, okay. Hey, like speaking of Japan, when they attacked. Let me fast forward. Yeah, I would love to go back. I always talk about going back. But things are just a little too pricey now. And I said that like 5, 10 years ago. Things are too expensive. I should have gone 10 years ago. Because right now things are just. And they have a ban, I think, still going on there. So you can't even go there, from what I understand. Because of COVID or whatever. I don't know if they've lifted it. I don't think they've lifted it yet. USA Up All Night. Hell, I wish, man. I wish I had USA Up All Night on here. You ever try Samyang 2X spicy noodles? No. Sounds good, though. Will I ever win the lottery? I hope 8 ball. Who knows? Who knows? Talk about a direct answer. Who knows? But ask me anything. Kyle, did I ever come across your network broadcast of the Police Academy films? I don't think so. I do not think so. Katrina G, what's going on? Happy evening to you and to all of you. Oh, hopefully he didn't take the ads out of this one. I wouldn't think he would have taken the ads out of this because the beginning had the whole late night spot thing going on, and he didn't cut that out. So maybe it's just one of those be patient and wait things, huh? Oh, here we go. Darren Niederhoff. Hey, how you doing, Darren? You want an old USA Ball and tape? I may have one. Hell yeah, I do. Dude, totally. I totally... Oh, that was Ninja Turtles. I totally do. That would be so cool. And if you need my address, it is listed in the About section of my channel. Just go to my channel and the About, and my shipping address will be there. That would be so awesome if you sent that to me. Oh, this is a good quality take, by the way, guys. Not much static at all. Decent reception with the antennas. Dave, do you miss going Farmore or Caldor store? Do you have any ads from there? I don't think so. Don't recall those names. Pretty cool.
You can even drop by and see where the Golden Girls live. It's all from your
The Golden Girls.
and WSBN 7.
They were killer storms. Hurricane Gilbert clobbered Jamaica. Hurricane Hugo devastated the Caribbean and South Carolina.
Hurricane Hugo. Who remembers that?
The latest information. And
Wasn't there a recent Hurricane Hugo?
Movie hit, and if so, what do you need to know? Now, set your VCR to Channel 7 every night at 5:45 for hurricane information.
You heard it here. Set your VCRs, guys. Don't forget.
That's why we're South Florida's news station.
Oh, Darren, that'd be awesome, man. Anything you will give it the love it deserves. You also have Philly tapes. I do have Philly tapes. I just don't know where they're at. Feels like Friday now. I know, man. We're getting there. Just 4 days away. Just 4. They'll go by fast, I promise. Some of the bigger gas stations accommodate truckers. Yeah, I love, Lily, I love trucker gas stations. There is this one badass gas station. I've never seen one like it. That we passed through. It was going through the hill country here in Texas. But anyway, oh, look at this PSA. They turned something beautiful into something crumpled up. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So this trucker stop had freaking everything you could think of. It was like a bachelor pad on steroids, but for commercial use. It had a mini theater, it had a spa, it had your whole trucker restroom and shower and bathing facility. It had like 3 little restaurants inside of this massive gas station. One was like a fried chicken place, one was like a Mexican food place, and I can't remember what the other one is. I guess I'm assuming just American food, or country cooking as we call it here. But man, it was so awesome, and they had the absolute best biscuit breakfast sandwiches. I mean, they were like the best I ever had in my life. I just wish I remember the name of it. It was such a long time ago. Okay, Hugo's return. Yeah. Oh, you lived through it, damn. We had a Hurricane Alicia in '84, I think, which took us out for a week or so. It was pretty bad. Your trouble slide. This helped me in my case of the Mondays. I think you're. Hopefully, I'm not making fun of you. I'm hoping you were referencing Office Space. Great movie, by the way. Sean, good. It feels good to be part of the Breakfast Club. I know, right? I miss. Speaking of breakfast, I totally miss Shoney's. When I was a kid, Shoney's was my little boy jam. I love that place, man. I mean, it was a unlimited breakfast buffet. They had everything. Andre, night, man. We'll see you. Thanks for popping in. We'll see you hopefully on Friday. Ooh, Hurricane Andrew. Yeah, I love Joe versus Volcano. One of my favorite all-time movies. I have too many favorite all-time movies, but this is definitely in my top 10. I can promise you that. It's just a movie that never gets old. I never tire of. I need to plug it in. That's the problem. I didn't plug it in. I think I was talking to you guys for like 5 minutes, not looking at the chat and realizing everybody had dropped. My when my phone gets close to 20% or gets at 20%, it lets me know that, hey, dude, I just want to let you know you're at 20%, and it shuts down. It shuts down my video, or it pauses the stream. Anyway, we're back. We are back, yeah. So I was saying, there's this Irish sounding bar in the middle of downtown New Orleans. I think it's called McGooley's or McCannahan's or something. Irish sounding bar, and they have the best hurricane drinks. So If anyone knows the name of it, let me know, because I would love to
You'll understand the cause and see the effects.
see if they can deliver that shit to me.
With Lee takes command,
Mr. Awesome, can we play?
days to keep for only $4.99.
Hey, Black Phoenix, that is hilarious. So Black Phoenix asked, 8 Ball, will the stream come back soon? And 8 Ball answered, for sure.
Call now for your free
See?
examination.
Get your lottery tickets tonight, guys. Or tomorrow night. It's too late now.
$4.99. That's $10 off the regular price. Other books will follow about every other month on the same.
I gotta plug it. I know, right?
By only the one.
I gotta plug it in. Oh, this phone is,
So dial this toll-free number now. We're waiting
it's
for
iPhone. I think it's like
This fall, there's
1 generation or 2 generations old. It's from last year. Or is it 2 years ago? I don't know. It's a new one. It's a newer one. Is tonight the night? Without a doubt. Telling you guys, go get it.
Brady Bunch.
Go get your stuff.
And now we return to MacArthur.
Welcome to the fight. So the cut of the cards has dealt you a tour of the Pacific. What's it going to be like fighting the Knicks? And who is this man, Douglas MacArthur, your new commander? Let's take a look at the general.
All right, time to fast forward. This tape actually is pretty good quality. Quality. Forwarding. You'll have to wait. Wait on what? What am I waiting for? I guess you'll have to ask her on Friday, Black Phoenix. You'll just have to ask her on Friday. I'm assuming it's a her, because every single device I talk to in the house is a her. Forwarding. Oh man, this is a long window where they don't play ads here. Let's give our watchers the good stuff. Let's not make them watch the ads. Let's give them a good chunk of goodness with this crappy movie. I have no idea if this movie's good, by the way. I didn't even pay attention to the title of it. I actually don't mind old war movies. I kind of like them. Yo, if you think that, oh, Commodore, you remember last stream, right? When this military movie is actually amazing compared to the marching movie we saw. There was this movie. Hey, Retro Days, what's going on, man? Let's Mac tonight, bro. Let's Mac tonight, man. Hey, Mike TV, thank you so much for the tip. Much appreciated. Cheers to you. I'm actually overdue for a cheers. Y'all aren't keeping me on my toes. Here's to y'all. What was I saying? I can't remember. I got jacked on the stream. Anyone else? Back now, but what happened? Oh, I forgot to plug in the cable, Brian. Literally, I forgot to plug the cable in, and that's exactly what happened. Oh man. How did I get to transferring tapes? I got into tapes back when I was starting to collect laser discs and CEDs and video discs. I kind of just went all in on all dead media. I just overnight I became obsessed with it because the idea of unearthing rare material that no one will ever see in most cases, and be able to transfer that material, just really, I found that interesting. So that's how I got to it. That was probably back in 2007, 2008, um, when VHS wasn't really that dead at the time, you know, because a lot of people were still using VHS tape material up into the 2000s. The marching, yeah, that marching tape. They marched. They marched so hard. They marched so hard all day, all night, and all they did was talk about marching when they weren't marching. It was awesome.
MacArthur, starring Gregory Peck, will continue in a moment.
Video archaeologist Dave. I would totally own that name if it were a thing. I'd totally own it. I would wear it with pride. I would shine it every morning. Do I ever get rare 60s, 70s stuff? No. No, no, no. Maybe some late 70s tapes, but I haven't seen those in a long time. They're really hard to find, and even so, the tape is so gone and degraded, it's really hard to recover anything from them. Tammy Dietz, what is going on, Tammy? Mr. Airwalk, what is going on? Good to see you, kind sir. Sorry if I missed y'all earlier. Commodore, ever come across any Discord movies while in Japan? Disc Lord, sorry. Oh, Disc Lord. Whoa, surprised you know about that. I heard about that briefly. I remember reading about that briefly from a post someone made, but no, I have not seen any Disc Lord movies, no. I wasn't even aware it existed back then, to be honest. Want to know your retro fate? Use the magic 8-ball, guys. Tonight, maybe your lucky night. You may get lucky. Another PSA. These PSAs are getting good. This is a good collection of PSAs. Good stuff. This is a good tape.
Now we return to MacArthur.
The problem with these tapes I got, not that that's really a problem, because I could definitely use the material, but a lot of the ads are not national ads, like Starburst or Coke or whatever. A lot of them are mostly local ads and some PSA stuff, because I think this guy was a night owl, and he loved late night material, kind of B-rate movies, you know, stuff like that, or stuff that was just so out of fashion that no one watched anymore. He loved that stuff. This was his life. Not to mention fires and whatnot, from Finland. Very cool. Or Nerva, very nice to see you. Thanks for joining us from Finland. Very cool. Yosef, get good commercials. Old Domino's Pizza with nerd character. Yes, I do actually. And I have. You could search that on my channel too, I believe. Not to mention fires. Dave, it's so nice to be exploring with you. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Love this stuff. Avoid the nard. Please avoid my nards. Avoid the chode. Yeah, Discord. Yep, I read material about it, but I didn't know about it until recent years, like within the last few years. I can't remember. I think I read it out of a Retrofied magazine, which I always talk about. Not always, but I sometimes talk about Retrofied. But yeah, I think I remember reading it out of an article from there. Have I thought about bidding on some old storage lots to look for tapes? Well, you know, I thought about attending. I absolutely love, one of my favorite shows is Storage Wars, Container Wars, all that war stuff, Pawn Stars. I love the hunt, essentially, and I'm always fascinated with people who go out and spend $5,000 on something they don't really know what they're getting. It's just part of the risk and treasure hunting of it all. But no, I never thought about getting tapes from an estate, not from a storage lot or a container. But I have thought about doing that just for other things, and keeping the good stuff, selling the stuff that's still good, but you don't need.
I believe this is where you get off.
Isn't Dave Archives? Stream Elements, good job, Stream Elements. Isn't Dave Archives a good channel? Yeah, nice. Thanks, Stream Elements. Thanks, Tammy.
Now, kitchens and bathrooms from Time Life Book's popular series, Home Repair and Improvement, for just $1.99.
Yosef, do I ever transfer B movies with commercials? Yes, I do. If it's something that's not really easily found or available, I will do it. Yeah, for sure.
David, Mary Ann Corbett.
That's right, Bob. You know, for one thing, the kitchen is too dark.
Was VCD still popular when you were in Japan? No, not really. Laserdisc was really the media, the go-to media at the time. I was there in the mid '90s. But on the flip side of that, I did visit Hong Kong for about a week, and I noticed that a lot of their electronic stores not only carried Laserdisc, but they carried a ton of video CDs, mainly because they're so easily reproducible, I could say, black market maybe, but they're cheap alternatives to Laserdisc.
The way we're conducting business these days is music.
The end credits, you guessed it, marching. Dude, I can't wait, Mr. Awesome. It's gonna be so freaking awesome. In 25 years, that's funny. Yeah, in 25 years, my channel will be retro, and other people will be ripping my material and re-showing it as retro content. That's actually kind of funny. Banana Gun. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, a lot of talk about the New Kids on the Block stuff. A lot of talk. Even my younger brother, who never really talks about anything retro, was talking about it. Do I have any Home Alone commercials? I don't recall. T. Moody, 100th like. Nice. Very nice. Thank you for that. It's about time to get a refill of my juicy juice. I used to import VCD from a website out of Malaysia called $6 VCD. VCDs were great on a budget, I gotta tell you. I actually ordered quite a few Hong Kong movies during the early 2000s on VCD.
1-800-234-9050 and get your first tape by charging it. Or send 1245 to Air Combat at this address.
Do you have an invention or a new product?
Yeah, 97, 98 was when I would have gone to Hong Kong. I say mid-90s, I just didn't want to give the exact years because I was getting lazy, I guess. 100 likes, yes, that's a ticket. Yeah, salt and pepper is actually awesome. And back then we used to say salt and pepper. I'm sure people still say that. But anyway, I used to have their original tape, the first tape they came out with. Man, I played that thing so many damn times. Says salt and pepper's here. When I was a kid, I seriously thought I was going to be a rapper. I don't listen to rap anymore. I don't like modern rap at all. I like the old school stuff, mostly East Coast rap. But anyway, yeah, I wanted a clock. I wanted one of those clocks, those giant Flavor Flav clocks. It's so stupid. That phase didn't last very long, but yeah. '80s Ladybug, hey, Grandmaster Dave, right? Run DMC, that's right, man. Run DMC. Yeah. And I'm really coming to appreciate. Lost my train of thought. I was watching this movie for a second. Beastie Boys. My brother loved them back in the day, and I recently got a record of one of their albums. And man, I was listening to it. I was like, holy hell, this stuff is really really good. T Mooney, did I ever get in Laserdisc? Oh yeah, I got quite a few right next to me actually. I think we're about to march, Scrumpet. I think the march is about to happen. Yosef, have a good night. We'll see you later. Join us on the Friday night live stream if you can. Baby got back. License to Ill, man. Clown Man, hey man. Stepped out for a second and watched a movie called The Neighbor. The Neighbor's so good. Wait, The Neighbor has Chevy Chase in it, right? Or I'm thinking of a different movie.
An opportunity to win. Just watch the Golden.
Y'all remember that song Rico Suave? From Rico Suave. Oh Lord. Yeah, current music just sucks. I don't really get it. It all kind of sounds the same. They use the same beats, the same melodies, the same auto everything.
And that means you've got a golden opportunity to win. Just watch the Golden Girls premiere September 3rd at 7:30 on WSBN.
Then listen to Y100 the next morning to win a trip for four to the Disney MGM Studios theme park with accommodations at the Contemporary Resort Hotel.
You can even drop by and see where the Golden Girls live. It's all from your friends at Y100.
Dan Aykroyd.
WSBN 7.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, John. That's right, not Chevy Chase. It's Dan Aykroyd. I adore both actors. That's the movie I'm thinking of. It's so weird. It's such a crazy movie. Rico Suave. Rico Suave. Oh man. Yeah, Autotune has ruined music for real. Gerardo. Yeah, that's his name, Gerardo. Oh my god.
Dear Chris,
Oh, another PSA. This is a PSA Delight tape.
I can't believe they threw me in jail for a couple of lousy joints. I thought being an American, they couldn't hold me here.
Modern music is good if you know modern subgenres. Yeah, I love the subgenres.
They have their own
I don't really like mainstream too much.
be in jail a year before
Um,
trial.
I like Mr. Dark.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kitty. He's got some really good stuff.
A one-way ticket. A message from the U.S. Department of State.
MacArthur.
Nina Cherry, Buffalo Stance. That's a great song. That's a really good song. What I remember most of that song is a music video.
Delivered pizzas to make ends meet. She needed the money to help support her husband and 7-week-old baby. But a delivery.
Yeah, I wish I had the Matrix on Laserdisc. I wish I did. That'd be awesome. That'd be freaking epic if I had that.
Don't miss the inside report on the pizza murder. Get the inside report.
Today's pizza day.
Monday at 7 on
We didn't eat pizza, but we bought some Tortino's. You know, Tortino's is like a giant square of school lunch pizza. It's so awesome. I love it. Oh, Fat Boy Slim. What is the now we're talking. So we got Fat Boy Slim. Here's another PSA. Holy hell. It's fantastic. What was it? State 88? 808 State?
A message from the White House at this station.
Eagle Eye Cherry.
And now we return.
I don't recall that exactly. It brings a. Was that the artist's name? Eagle Eye Cherry. Prodigy. Yep, Prodigy. Man, see, y'all know where it's at. Y'all know the good stuff. We bought chicken tenders from Chicken Express. That sounds delicious. I love chicken tenders. I could eat a whole box. I could eat a box of like 20 easy from McDonald's. They're so good. '808 State, yeah. Me and my brother used to jam to that, man. In his little Civic hatchback, he had one of those big bass speakers in the back of his car. The one he made himself using MDF. And he made some pretty good speakers. Uh, and we'd totally get down to that stuff, man. McRib, McNuggets, chicken tendies. Love them tendies. Wendy's tendies are good too, yeah. Wendy's tendies. Have 100 folks up in here on a Monday night. Good evening to all of you guys. For those of you joining in and don't really have any idea what's going on and trying to figure it out still, we are watching me transfer VHS and Betamax tapes, digitizing them. And as you're seeing here, I'm just skipping through the nonsense and getting to the good stuff, which is just nostalgic old commercials, which is pretty much what my channel's about. Nostalgic programming, commercials, and a mix of TV specials when I can fit them in. And we're just talking about the good old days. That's really what it's all about. And be sure to play 8-ball. See if tonight's your lucky night to get lucky. Yeah, y'all remember watching? I remember watching MTV when it first came out. And they replayed a lot of the same stuff, the music videos, because there wasn't a lot of music videos out at the time. You know, the music video thing was kind of new. Katrina, always put your family first. No problem with that. McDonald's and Coke never die. That is true. Monday Night VHS. That's a good name. Man, y'all have some good names, seriously. I always try to copy and paste these things so I can remember them later on. Here comes the marching sequence. Here comes the marching. We should make that a meme, too. Look at these fine graphics. Must have been done on a Cray computer. T Moody, damn it. So they are sold out. See, they're always sold out. I just got really lucky when they first came out with them. Wendy's tendies sound naughty. Hey, give me some of your Wendy's tendies. Next time you go through a Wendy's drive-thru, I dare one of you to say that. Yeah, I'd like a 10-piece Wendy's tendies, please, with some of that sweet sauce. I missed it. I regret it. I regret not seeing that marching. This is still Stroud. Crystal Stroud, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Where can you get a Mac Tonight head? Actually, just search Mac Tonight head, exactly like that on eBay. That's how I did it, and you'll come across the soft little Muppet head thing that I have there. Dave, my dad jokes that MTV VJs were my babysitters. He just leaves them to... Now I feel old. Video toaster. Okay, Amiga. Looks like a... Let's see. Yeah, Cray computers are a lot better as far as graphics. I do know that. Very smooth, very smooth. Do I have any MTV tapes? I have a handful. They're scattered about, and I've uploaded all of them, I think. I went to Wendy's drive-thru yesterday. They took everything I had. I believe it. Ooh, Shatner, William Shatner. We are the Astronomists. We'll see you later. Hope to see you on Friday. Very cool little city landscape emoji there. If I ever get Headbanger's Ball, that'd be pretty cool. I would love to have that. I haven't come across any Headbanger's Balls. All right, listening Hearing that coming from my mouth was very funny. I haven't seen any headbangers balls in a while. Yeah, headbangers ball, MTV Raps. There's another one I can't remember. Yeah, William Shatner just he refuses, and he looks really good for his age too. Being 92, he does not look like a 92-year-old. 120 minutes. Yeah, that does ring a bell. Coneheads. That's a great movie. Very good movie to rewatch. As if y'all haven't seen that in years, it's a good time to watch. You have a few VCR DVD combos and units of storage. That's what I'm using now for my VHS stuff, and the image quality is not as good, even though it's coming out of S video. It's not as good as my Panasonic AG 1980 because I've been comparing some video footage from that machine to my old machine, which stopped working and it's too expensive to repair. But it's usable still. I'm usually pretty picky with the video quality, but it's not horrible. So Solid Gold. I have a couple good tapes of Solid Gold actually. The Shat. Look at the Shat pimping his salmon shirt and bell-bottom tannies. Commodore 64. I should look for a SVHS machine. I had a couple. Oh, I have one in storage. I need to pull out. My other one broke, the AG 1980. But I would like to. I would like to get a nicer machine. I'm looking at some Japanese machines, but they're so pricey. The shipping on those things from Japan is so ridiculous. I've seen some Super VHS machines that have component out, and I think I even saw one that has HDMI out, which I have my eye on. But again, it's kind of expensive. I don't want to pay $800 for a machine. It's just too crazy. Yeah, they're the alien cousins of Moonman. The Shats. The Shatteroony. The Shat was the shit. The Shat took a shit.
Live inside walls where you have to go to kill them. That's why combat discs use roaches.
Ooh, the good old combat discs.
Roaches enter the combat disc and take the lethal bait back into the walls where they live, where other roaches share the poison.
I just got a VHS SQPB machine a few weeks ago. You know, the hard thing to find. Ooh, the 9500U. That's a fantastic unit, by the way. Mike, yeah, you knew that already. The hard thing about Super VHS is finding actual tapes recorded in Super VHS. I will do the occasional Super VHS search on eBay, and it's really hard to find anything. I've even ordered some tapes, and they're either blank or have just cable recordings on them. But I would love to get my hands on some Super VHS footage. Ooh, this is awesome! Look at that! Look at that buffet. That old school buffet with the brass gold plating on it. I love that stuff. What restaurant is this? What restaurant is this? Man. The Sizzler, of course.
happens once a year, and it's happening now.
Yeah,
City's 19th anniversary
I'll eventually dive in and get a really good unit. I'm just kind of waiting for a good deal, really.
soothing ultra premium models or crisp contemporary style. Plus, we've
True
got
about finding them. I just happen to have some master tapes from LA. Man, that's badass, dude.
Waterbed City's 19th anniversary sale. It's a sale to pay.
I have quite a few.
Nobody wants the last
I say high def, but I have quite a few Super VHS and ED Edward David
only from Aunt Jemima.
beta tapes,
Now the last waffle
which was also very high resolution for. It had a higher resolution than DVD, which is pretty cool. From Japan, and that's where that's where I've uploaded a lot of my Japanese content. A lot of people ask, "Damn, how do you get such high definition looking footage?" Well, the the quality of the tapes, the technology they were using at the time was just far superior to the regular analog tapes. That's nostalgic. It's friendly. It's very cool. Waterbed cell, guys. Time to get the waterbed. Bust out the water hose and bring it from the outside into your home, and then fill up that waterbed. Regal. I used to go to Sizzler every day with my homie. We used to get the $10 lunch buffet with the steak. Man, it sounds good actually. Zebra sheets. Oh, zebra sheets is so badass. Shoulder pads, sexy shoulder pads. Serve hors d'oeuvres on them. Clown Man. It's not on purpose. It's just coming out. I don't know what's going on. I miss Aunt Jemima. They still sell. I didn't know they stopped selling Aunt Jemima products, unless they rebranded or something due to our current times. Donnie Pearson, how's it going? Yeah, rip to Mr. Ramon. Pearly Milling Company. That's lame. That's a very uninteresting rebranding, I gotta say. I should create a. I should like take the original Aunt Jemima logo and buy some stickers, and go to the local grocery stores and re-tag the stickers with the original brand on all of their bottles. That would be awesome. Oh man, that would be pretty cool. Just kind of sneak it in there, you know. I bet you they'll have better sales than they've ever seen in the past, however long it's been since they rebranded, if that happens. People will be like, holy hell, it's back. The good shit's back. Monster Doggo. This is an old tape from 1980 something where I'm transferring the commercials because nostalgia never goes out of style, I gotta say. And that's what these old commercials bring us. Remembrance of the past.
Starring William Shatner will continue. In my business, every hour counts. So when I need new glasses, who else would I turn to but Lens Crafters? Lens Crafters puts the whole lab right in the store.
Oh, damn, you saved your boxes? You gotta hold on to those, dude.
Get 'em out
store them where
Real craftsmanship. And new
there's not too much humidity, because those things will be very, very collectible.
time back in business in next to no time.
I'm sure you know that.
8 stores, including Town Center, Pompano Square, Mall at 163rd, and Aventura Mall.
Katrina G, don't know what I would do without my retro commercials. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Mexico, they have a zipper package? Clown Man. Yeah, man, of course. Thanks for that.
Why do your kids deserve life?
Yeah.
Because they're yours.
Name changing of this decade, or these decades, this decade and last decade, will be remembered as the everything changed decades. Bizarre world decades, where we did a complete 180 on everything.
Mysterious 2, Monday at 8 on 33's Prime Movie.
And I'm sure we'll hit another decade in the near future where we just revert back to everything because we're like, we were kind of wrong. Jordache. This is a pretty cool commercial. Very 80s-ish. Man, there's something. I got like a sweet spot for denim jackets. I had a couple denim jackets when I was younger, and a denim vest. I had a denim vest. But man, I just love denim. That's a pretty cool hairstyle she has there.
The biggest birthday event of the year is happening right now at the Home Depot. It's Home Depot's
I got some Mr. Pibb Pepsi cans. That's pretty badass. I love those flat,
guaranteed low prices. We carry
flat-sided cans. They're very cool.
premium shade cloths for protection from the hot sun. And powerful Enforcer flea products with flea pour break the flea cycle for
Oldsmobile. Then that was a bad name. They should not have kept that name. I think that was the doom of that brand. It's just the name. It's like Oldsmobile. Okay, only old people buy that. Only my parents would buy that. Only my grandparents would have that car if they can't afford a Cadillac. Bongo jeans. Holy crap! I remember that. Terry Cooper out of Magic Ball. Very cool. We end up destroying our Magic 8 balls by finding out what was inside of them. A denim couch? Holy hell. That's pretty cool, actually. Channel 66 in Chicago. I love Chicago. I miss Chicago. Not South Chicago. I've been there. That's a rough area, but man. Downtown Chicago. You still have one. Nice. Katrina, nice. I do not remember Tape World, but that sounds badass. Hercules, I know. So good. What was inside the 8 ball? This dark gooey mess. This sticky gooey mess was in there.
And save up to $60 when you buy some of these boxes. Just ask for our favorite coupon book.
Cutlass Supreme, nice. I had a Oldsmobile. I had a boxy 80s Oldsmobile. My dad got me, and I didn't care. I was happy that I had a ride. The problem with it is that I couldn't get past 20 miles without having to put in new oil. It would start smoking. So every 20 miles, I would stop on the side of the road and pour in a a can of oil. Oh man. What is Pibb Extra? What is that exactly? Why is it extra? I never understood, or I never bothered to understand, I guess. WGN, Bozo, Harry Carey. I remember, man, WGN and I have some deep memories. Oh, this looks good. I have memories every morning before I caught the bus, and this was in grade school, I would try to get the grand prize show in. Now, I didn't care about anything else except for watching the grand prize show on the Bozo show. And they didn't always air it at the same time when it came on in the mornings before my bus came. So I would either watch part of it, or if I was lucky, I would watch the whole thing and see if the kid won all the prizes. But I loved watching the kids win all those prizes on the grand prize show. I always dreamed about going on that grand prize show.
What you're thinking? That's mutiny.
More cinnamon to it. Interesting, Drew. Monster Doggo. I don't see your comment. It's blank, but thank you for that. Mac tonight is peaking. Yes. Yes, he is. Ping pong ball in the red bucket. That's right. WGN, it looks like, yeah. So WGN has shifted then, huh?
Having everything you need to turn things around. Membership has its
That crisp $100 bill. Holy hell, Matt Gibbs. Dude, I totally forgot about that. And you just resurrected an old dead memory from my brain. That's right, the crisp $100 bill. And it always has to be crisp. Holy hell, I forgot about that. Man, holy smokes. Crisp $100 bill. The Schwinn bike, yep. Sometimes they would have a vacation package somewhere, maybe to a local getaway. Artman 2003, what's up, man? How's it going? The Bozo Show, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the $100 bill too. They didn't always do it. Sometimes their budget was down on some of those episodes, so they didn't really have any grand prizes per se. And they always had some type of, if I remember correctly, it was like some type of funnel cake or some type of pie or something from a local bakery that they would always have as one of the prizes. Yeah, I don't drink full sugar soda any longer myself. I drink Diet Coke, but just as bad for different reasons. Artman, tired as hell, but you decided to jump in anyway. Nice. CW moved to another channel. Cancel Bozo, yeah. When you hit the lottery, that's what I say too, by the way. Oops, I thought I was going through a commercial. I promised to myself I would buy the blueprint. What the hell is this? New Kids on the Block? Speaking of New Kids on the Block with their new song, oh, this is pretty cool. I should show this commercial as a one-off thing on my channel, just to kind of highlight the new stuff they're coming out with. I promised myself I'd buy the blueprint or find it Roseanne house, build my own Roseanne bed in the brow. That'd be pretty cool. I want some pie now. I love pie. I love pie. Ever since watching Nerds, the movie. This is pretty cool. I haven't seen this ad before. Alright, man. I love him too, man.
A real breakfast doesn't come in a paper bag. A real breakfast isn't eaten with a plastic.
Hanging tough. Whoa. Man, I hate breakfast commercials because I love breakfast commercials, and every time I see a breakfast commercial, I want to eat breakfast and have a hot cup of coffee, I swear to God. Hair pie rolls. That's, man, Booger in his hair pie. Nerds.
Interrupt for a special bulletin. Windfall has
Yeah, IHOP, and it's funny because International House of Pancakes is what their brand was back then. Now they condensed it to IHOP. But as a kid, I didn't know they were two different. They're the same restaurant. I mean, I didn't figure it out. I thought International House of Pancakes was a different restaurant.
Think about mine.
Like they hit a certain age. Bam.
There's something special about breakfast and seeing breakfast ads. I gotta say. Is this another PSA
Well, how do you think you got here?
I don't know. I always thought I just.
or is this a movie or a trailer? Oh, it's DoorDash. DoorDash with their hip '80s commercials. They're pretty good actually.
Why are your kids deserve life that way? Because they're your kids.
Got 123 folks up in here. Thank you for joining in on this retro nostalgic love. The celebration of everything in the past that we cherish and remember. Coffee is life, Trouble Slide. I gotta agree with you 1000% on that, man. I love me my coffee.
Now, how come you like it? Try it.
Andrew, Red Bull. You know what's funny? Speaking of Red Bull, I actually have a zero sugar Red Bull before almost every single Friday night live stream I have. A little pep to get me started.
Now, Long John Silver's and Coca-Cola bring you the superstar baseball card lineup. Don Mattingly, Tony Wood, Eric Davis. Every time you buy a meal in the large Coca-Cola Classic at Long John Silver's, you'll get a pack of 5 superstar cards free. Collect all 40 only at Long John Silver's, making us splash.
Surprisingly, those cards, those moving cards we just saw, the CGI on that was pretty impressive, especially for the day this was recorded. And I'm curious what your thoughts on what that was done on, because that was pretty good.
Beneficiaries of a large will are being bumped off. It's murder, and the suspects.
No, I don't drink. I don't care for Starbucks unless my family is going to Starbucks and I'm just tagging along. Although I do like they have this. They have one drink I do like that's kind of new. But my go-to coffee. I'm not embarrassed about saying this. It's not Folgers. I do like Folgers. It's okay. Folgers is okay. It's really good. I gotta say. Ooh, The Exorcist. This is a great trailer. My go-to coffee is Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I will not upload more mask. Stream elements don't fail me now. Be honest. It is so? No. It's not going to happen, Stream Elements. I'm not going to upload that shit anymore. Remax and their air balloons. Y'all remember that? Their hot air balloons? Drink organic coffee only. I used to drink. There's a company called Sight Glass Coffee. They're online. As far as I know, they're only an online retailer. But that's the best coffee I've ever had. There was a time in my life, about 8 years ago, not that far ago, that I was really spending a lot of money on kind of bespoke coffee. That makes no sense because you can't hand make coffee beans, but you know what I'm saying. But they have the best coffee I've ever had. I mean, it's absolutely delicious. But I can't afford paying $22 for, a small bag of beans. The 8-ball did lie. And the 8-ball says, yeah, I lied.
What a dreary day. They could use a touch of spring.
Exorcist 3, yeah. How about another one? There's a boy child, a boy child. There's a kid. What was the name? What the series of movies that was a kid, a killer satanic kid? That one freaked the hell out of me. Sanka, I remember Sanka. Holy hell! I think it came in like a reddish brownish tin.
Quality and savings that fits you to a T only at Easy Rental here in Lauderhill. Mario here with the number for you to remember, 587-6969 with tap and frost-free refrigerator freezers. High quality home electronics.
Katrina, Sam's Club, drinking donuts, coffee. Oh, Michael Tapp, nice. Katrina, hubby and I cast our Friday night live stream in the living room. We reminisce on Stuffy show. We have a lot of fun watching. He dies when you do your Arnold impersonation. Well, if you're watching now, let me tell you, I absolutely love drinking coffee in the morning. It gets me up. It invigorates me. It's fantastic, let me tell you. Did I lie? Did you lie? Damien, that's right. There's a Damien, I don't know which movie it was, but there's a Damien scene where this guy goes into an elevator and gets freaking cut in half. And that shit stayed with me forever as a child. Yeah, the Antichrist, that's right. Andrew, funny you mentioned MREs. I just ordered a box of MREs. I'm obsessed with things military because I was in the military. But I ordered a box of them as food to kind of stick in your car, just have when you go camping, things like that. But yeah, I would just order some. Yes, and to answer your question, they had pretty good instant coffee, I gotta say. And if you mix it, and a lot of times in the older MREs from the 90s, they would give you a packet of the instant coffee and a packet of hot chocolate. And if you mix the two, it was like the late night delight if you have to work a full day and you're out in the field. Omen 2, yeah. Stupid Omen 2, giving me nightmares like that. Shamir, how's it going? We are doing well. I'm doing well. Rosemary Baby, another super creepy ass movie, especially for its time. Los Lobos, great band. Black Phoenix, yes, that is Steve MRE something 92 or something like that. I've been following him for a long time. Now, here's a cool thing about that. One of my favorite episodes of his are the ones where he finds, and he doesn't find them anymore because they're pretty much all practically gone or spoken for, is finding MREs that have sealed cigarettes from like the 50s and 60s. Cigarettes still sealed airtight in their packaging from the 50s and 60s. And he got me onto he got me onto trying to find an MRE like that as well that had old cigarettes in them still sealed in their airtight packaging. And I gotta say, I was able to find a couple. You can't find them anymore. They're all spoken for. There are people are hoarding them. But I did find a couple of them, and I got I think I got a Chesterfield, a box of Chesterfield, and they're not complete boxes. They're like 5 cigarettes or 8 cigarettes in these mini boxes. A Chesterfield and a Camel. And I smoked that. It did not taste like a modern cigarette. It tasted like it tasted like fresh tobacco, like no chemicals, no nothing in it. It tasted so polar opposite from the stuff people smoke today. I don't smoke now, but Folgers, I love Folgers ads. It was so delightful. It was amazing. It was the best cigarette experience I've ever had in my life. And it tasted good, like fresh apricot. It had a sweet back end, almost like pipe tobacco. but not really that sweet or fragrant, but it was still really good. But Steve MRE was right. It was. He said it was the best, most amazing thing he ever smoked in his life, as far as a cigarette is concerned, and I have to agree. At least I got to smoke something that was like 60, 70 years old. You know what I mean? And it was so weird because it was still fresh. It's hard to explain the experience.
Superstar cards free. Collect all 40 only at Long John Silver's, making a splash.
Better hurry, because with superstars like these, this offer won't last long.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. 7 Red 7. There you go, bro. Cheers.
They finally did it. In the dark. New Mars Milky Way Dark.
Milky Way. I love seeing those old chocolate bar commercials. Yeah, it was no joke, man. Smoking, that experience was, it's kind of like a bucket list experience. And if you can find one, if you can get your hands on an old SMRE from like the 60s or 50s that has these little mini packs of cigarettes, they don't have filters in them, by the way. Well, some of them do. I think some of them do. You're in for a treat. But I know a lot of people don't smoke anymore, so maybe not. So a friend of mine, he used to work with Circuit City. These are some good ads. We don't have the late night ads anymore. We got some mainstream stuff. A friend of mine, he went to South America. I think it was Puerto Rico or something like that. And no, not Puerto Rico. It was I can't remember. Anyway, it was somewhere in South America, and he brought back 5 bags of Folgers. And I was like, okay, I don't get it. Why would you bring back 5 Folgers coffee? He goes, you don't understand. These are our beans. These are the beans that we get. You get crap in the States. And I was like, okay, well, let me taste them. And he showed me the bag of Folgers, and it was vacuum sealed. So it was vacuum sealed, like when you have a piece of like food that's vacuum sealed, you can see every ridge and shape of the food. Well, that's how their bags are. So we opened one up, and he goes, "This is real mountain coffee. If you want real mountain coffee, this is the stuff Folgers really is." And I tasted it. It was not like Folgers, any Folgers I ever tasted. It was delicious, top shelf, expensive tasting coffee. And he gave me half a bag, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, they have different coffee down there, obviously, I guess, because of the region. But yeah, interesting stuff.
The precious then, the precious now. Now at Dunkin' Donuts, buy one of these boxes and save up to $60 when you buy some of these boxes.
Outlook not so good. Uh-oh. Man, I miss Sam Goodies. I miss going into a mall and finding a Sam Goody at any mall. Look at this. These are great commercials, by the way. Tower Records. I love Tower Records. Hawaii Volcano Coffee. Interesting. Everyone wants coffee now. Oh, man. I need to go rent from Redbox before Redbox goes away. Juan Valdez stuff. That's absolutely right, dude. Juan Valdez stuff.
They're serving up family fun on Growing Pains. Weeknights at 6:30 on TV 33.
Suncoast Trouble Sled. Holy hell. Suncoast was my go-to place for everything you couldn't find at a normal rental store. Like, seriously. I loved Suncoast. And they always had the best cardboard cutouts for their marketing material. Uh-oh. Shatner's the Shat's in trouble. I missed them all. I missed the 80s malls and the 90s malls. Funny thing is, back in 1994, 1995, I worked at Pretzel Time and I worked at Smoothies. And I went back to my hometown mall a couple years back, and they were in the same place in the food court, and they had the same design. They didn't, you know, have any type of renovation done to the design of the store. It was exactly the same tiles, the same logo art. It was like, holy hell, this is so awesome. This is totally taking me back. Yeah, man, I spent a lot of time at the mall. Mike, bidding on JVC player on eBay right now. Very nice. I haven't had a VH player in 15 years. Good luck with it, man. Let us know how it goes. The last thing I bought at Suncoast Video, you bought Northern Exposure, which is a great show, by the way. A very easy to watch show. Last thing I bought from Suncoast. I know. It's either two things. There's either Gundam or the Guyver. The Guyver animated show or anime. They have the best anime you can get.
Introducing a totally new dining experience. The new buffet court where you can
Buffet.
no matter who
Did you hear how he pronounced it? That's awesome. The new buffet court. Buffet.
you will find a new hot appetizer bar and a sinfully tempting dessert bar at the new buffet court.
Yep, one Blockbuster left. I would love to visit. I should make it out there. I should do it before it goes away. Yeah, Suncoast had the best stuff. Pat Labor, all they had a bunch of Laserdisc stuff. I didn't have a Laserdisc player. I couldn't afford one, but they had a bunch of that. Akira. I loved Akira. Ninja Scroll was another great anime movie. Yeah, my go-to rental store was Hollywood Video, and I liked them better than Blockbuster because Blockbuster would use an entire wall for one mainstream movie, and they would dedicate most of their space to a lot of mainstream stuff. It was hard to find things that were imports or B flicks, things like of that nature. But Hollywood Video, they really were a bit more diversified in their movies. So Tetsuo Kaneda. Totally remember it. Ponyo, amazing. That's great too. Yeah. Actually, when I was in Japan, I bought I bought on was it VHS? Yeah, I bought a VHS set. No, it was a DVD set. It had just come out on DVD. It was damn it, I forgot the name. It's a girl that dresses up in kind of like animals hide and clothing, and she had a spear and a shield.
A real breakfast isn't eaten with a plastic fork. A real breakfast is not served on a styrofoam plate. This is a real breakfast from the new
More breakfast for you in case y'all haven't eaten yet. Goonies 1632, how's it going?
real fast at a really low price. The new IHOP Fast Break Breakfast. Because a real breakfast doesn't look like a hockey puck.
Yeah, the mom and pops with the wooden paneling always had the back room with a little curtain to walk through.
Be sure to catch 227 right here. 2, 3, 6.
My hero.
227 premieres this fall on TV 33.
Yeah. Hollywood videos, they didn't last as long as Blockbuster, that's for sure. What is this? Oh, this is the long dancing Disney video. I've seen this one. Kids dancing the hell out of this thing. Terry Cooper, very cool. Princess Mononoke, that's what it was. Urban Noise, thank you for that. Princess Mononoke, yep. Jesse Shearer, I don't know if you caught us in the beginning of the show, but I busted open the box of tapes you sent. Thank you for that. Urban Noise, yep, I am talking about Princess Mononoke. Evangelion, I remember binge watching that with my buddy back in the 90s. Or early 2000s, one of the two. Yeah, good old fashioned audio. I think this tape is nearing an end as far as the reliability of it.
All the taste, all the nutrition, all you add is love.
Yeah, great box. Thanks, by the way. I'm gonna have a lot of fun transferring those tapes. Hell, I may do it tonight if I stay up late enough. I am going to go get a drink real quick, guys. Just hang tight.
It's the best tasting dog chow dog food ever. How long will the pleasure of carefree sugarless gum last? So the cows come home. Welcome home.
All right, I'm back. Let's see. Encino Man, a good movie. Dark Crystal, great.
As a general rule, kids will not eat what's good.
Will Dave be an alcoholic? You know what's funny? And honestly speaking, I only drink when I live stream. Well, 95% of the time. No, I don't. It's not in the fridge. I actually have a little trolley up here in the little game room area. You know, the space that nobody uses in their houses. And this is where I transfer my taste. But I have a little trolley where I put some bourbon on.
Why do your kids deserve life hot dogs? Because they're your kids. That's right.
Bolt. Holy crap, I remember that. Wet Barn Wills. That's exactly what it is. Now we know the real reason for an extra stream week. I'm slipping in a stream so I can have my nightly, or not nightly, but my nightly stream drink.
These things getting heavier, or am I just getting older?
Whoa! Just when the ads were getting good, so let's find another tape here. Actually, let me see. This is only... No, I guess so. Okay. Let's pop in one more. We'll call it a night. right, so this one is, oops, got it upside down. Scott Joplin, and that's Dancing. This tape is so old, the plastic is literally orange. I don't have a lot of faith in this one, but let's see what it looks like. It's a Memorex tape. Y'all remember Memorex? All right, let's see what we got. All right, this one's not too bad. Got the same crappy audio. Now the audio sounds the same on pretty much all the tapes. That's because the VCR that the guy used had a machine that was having some issues. Maybe it was misaligned somewhere, or something was definitely off. But the audio is a little. It sounds like an old Western tune piano. Urban Noise Music, much appreciated. Thanks for that, man. I have VHS tapes in my office where I recorded episodes of Star Wars TNG off TV, but I forgot to send them to Dave's archive, so I'm going to go get those right now. Thanks, Art, man. Much appreciated. Well, looks like we got some good ads on this one. Well, not good late night ads. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, I forgot to hit record. I gotta see, I almost did it again. I forgot to hit record. Let me rewind it, and I'll hit record real quick. There you go. Nothing like watching a local sales ad, a regional sales ad, with a guy doing crazy shit like this dude in a furry water skiing. That's I said tune piano, didn't I? Yeah, I meant untuned. That's what I meant to say. 2002 commercials. They sound good to me. I'll be uploading more 2002, early 2000s material this year. I think it's a good time to start doing that. Not much, but I'll slipping them in every once in a while. Hey, look, it's a pink, the pink bow tie guy again. Art Man, I did not see your other message unless I just replied to it.
Ocean Cadillac always has a huge selection of brand new Cadillacs in stock for a
Yeah, I'll take some 2002 tapes, man, for sure.
East of the ocean. We're open 7 days.
OG for, yeah. Punch Drunk Love, Injured. Holy hell, that's a great movie. I love that movie. That's a good Adam Sandler movie. Totally offbeat from what he usually does.
News with the hometown focus from the people who know your hometown. One of the first trips we took with Super Kids was down to Metro Zoo. And we had some children that had been abused. At the beginning, we had one little girl who didn't want to do anything with us. She sat down in the middle of the road and wouldn't move, so we had to kind of coax her. By the end of the day,
Artman, go to my open a new tab in your browser, or if you, I don't know if you're on a phone or a computer, but just go to the About section of my channel, and my shipping address and contact information is all in there. You can't miss it.
A surprise that went flat when her balloons bit the dust.
Man, I'm excited about getting tapes from the art man.
Kept on his sunglasses. The best of friends until one ate the other.
Oh, y'all remember fish tanks with little treasure chests that opened up like that? Haven't seen that in a while.
That's when Judge Wapner decides who's right. Well, People's Court. With a little faith.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie, there's two, and one of them is underappreciated, I think, in my opinion. The first one is Happy Gilmore, my all-time favorite, and the second one is totally forgot the name of it. It's Mr. Deeds. I love that movie. Billy Madison is definitely great too. I think that's what he was known the most for, is Billy Madison.
We now return to Scott Joplin, starring Billy D. Williams and Art Carney.
Little Nicky's great too. I need to see that again. I've only seen that like I've only seen the full movie once, and I've seen bits and pieces. Excuse me, afterwards of that. I love Mr. Deeds. So underrated, I think. I love the skit where he's in the helicopter and he's eating Wendy's. I forgot the actor's name. He was the villain bowling ball bowler in the movie. I wish I had Total Recall at my age. I can't remember shit anymore. Very good actor. He has the curly hair. I can't remember his name. Shit. Anyway, great movie. Ooh, look at this! Another fantastic cheesy local ad. Look at this, Insurance World. Doesn't get better than this. It really doesn't. I love this shit. Click is fantastic too. It even gets a little depressing at the end. John Turturro. That is right. The Jesus. Speaking of that movie, that is also one of my favorite movies.
I need auto insurance right now. No problem. But I got tickets. Speeding? Yeah, that's a ticket, yeah. How about a stop sign? Yeah, that's a ticket, yeah. How about an accident? Careless driving?
Brendan Fraser, no, but it reminds me, you saying that, I loved him in Blast to the Past. I love that movie. This is such a shitty, awesome commercial. I ruined this commercial by talking over it for you guys. I want to see it again.
A lawyer plans to appeal the decision by the end of this week.
He says under no circumstances can it evacuate everyone.
It's up to the jurors next week to decide if they believe her.
Some people are criticizing the Coast Guard lately.
Government, schools, and private businesses joining hands with the community.
News Center 7. News with the hometown focus.
Yeah, Christopher Walken in Blast to the Past, man, he did such a good job. I love the opening part of that movie where he's hanging out with his friends. He's kind of like the neighborhood nerd, but he has a little dinner party, cocktails, and that little cocktail scene was just classic. Cocainum. Quality local stuff indeed.
On the next entertainment tonight. Monday at 7:30 on WSBN.
Yeah, The Big Lebowski. Such an amazing movie. There's one thing I want that's kind of on my to buy bucket list things, which is The Big Lebowski sweater. Not a sweater. It was like not a cardigan. It was that jacket he wore, that knit jacket. I want that so bad, with kind of like the American Indian pattern on it.
Suffering from it be allowed to die. We'll report on the controversy. You can
Euthanasia.
And what efforts are being made to encourage high school dropouts to drop back in? Part one of our special series, We Want You Back.
Yeah.
Sunday, live
Well,
at 5.
I started having memory issues when I was in my 30s. I think it's just I think it's a disciplinary thing, really.
And what it could mean to surrounding communities in a crisis. Monday on News Center 7.
I've got a beverage here, man. That movie caused me to go out to the local liquor store and buy to buy everything to make a White Russian, which is it's very easy to make cocktail. But I was obsessed with White Russians for a time because of that movie. Two Dale Earnhardt jackets. That's pretty cool. I imagine they'd have a lot of patches on them.
Starring Billy D. Williams and Art Carney.
And I should learn Spanish for sure. In fact, White Russians were started in L.A. Yeah, I don't doubt it, yeah. I mean, it sounds like an American drink, right? Who had a members only jacket? I did not have one. I had a knockoff of a members only jacket, which I think was made by London Fog, if I remember correctly. Oh man, my dad loved as a kid. I remember my dad always buying the weekly Reader's Digest alongside with the TV guide, and they were filled with articles. Some of the articles are pretty good. The little stories, the mini stories they had in them, pretty good. Target sells member only jackets. Shut up, dude! I gotta go look at those. Black Phoenix, I hope so. You should ask 8-Ball. Ask 8-Ball if they're gonna do that.
You get all these 100 beloved favorites without a single unknown, unwanted passage. Here is a priceless shortcut to musical knowledge for your family. From Reader's Digest, classic melodies.
A musical shortcut for you and your family. I appreciate Target doing a lot of retro stuff. They do bring in a lot of retro seasonal things every once in a while.
All 100 world's most beautiful melodies are now yours on 3 records.
Molly McButter's jackets only. That would be really cool if they sold like a members only jacket style jacket on my merch store. That'd be pretty awesome. Still working on trying to get hats.
To save COD fees, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-228-3600. 1-800-228-3600. Or send only $19.98 to 100 Music Treasures. Box 3621, Grand Central Station.
Who knows? When Stream Elements or my bot replies with a who knows, I always think of Seinfeld going, I don't know. I don't know.
We'll return to our Sunday afternoon movie.
Oh yeah, Ladybug. I heard about that. They're selling old school Doritos. I should get in on that, actually.
Hi,
Jack Bradford for Ocean Cadillac of Miami Beach.
Lucky Rabbit's Foot. I had a Lucky Rabbit's Foot as a kid.
Brand new 1987 sedan DeVille with full power, stereo, display seats, and much more for only $16,000.
That rug tied the rim together. Man, I love
Only
that.
Ocean Cadillac, brand new 1987 sedan DeVille with full power.
Jamsters. I got the Mac Tonight head off of eBay. Just look for Mac Tonight head, and you should find something similar. It's made out of like this really thick foam material, like a rubbery foam, and it has 3 finger holes behind it, so you can use it as a talking puppet. But when I got mine, it was new in the box, even though it was old stock vintage. The that foam material has hardened to the point where it's really hard to use as a finger puppet.
News with the hometown focus from the people who know your hometown.
We now return to Scott Joplin, starring
Beth, hi Dave, are you able to transfer VHFs that we made to DVD if we ask? Are you able to transfer VHS tapes we made to DVD, like specific programs on the tape, if not the whole video? I usually don't do requests just because I'm so busy just getting stuff off my own tapes. But if something really rare pops up, yeah, I can definitely get a copy. Art McBurger's Immortals Never Rot. There's actually a lot of online pictures and stories about McDonald's food that, untouched for years, will look exactly the same years after. Especially the French fries.
In business, a lot can happen. If you want to keep up every week, you have a choice. Not Forbes, not Fortune. You can read Business Week, or you can read a week of the Wall Street Journal. Either way, you'll find out all you need to know. The question is, how much time are you willing to spend in the process? Business Week is designed for busy people. One look at the cover, and you'll know exactly.
People claim that they taste drier, I'm sure.
Scan the contents page, and you'll have all the events of the week that interest you. Business Week does more than inform. It entertains, with stories that are compellingly told in both words and pictures. If you want to keep up with what's going on out there every week, all year long, there's more than one way to go about it.
The Max. I don't remember that, actually.
The choice is yours.
No, I'm intrigued. Hell yeah, it looks drier.
Businesses never look better in Business Week. And if you subscribe right now, you can.
There's nothing like finding a McDonald's French fry in your 10-year-old car that you bought 10 years ago somewhere underneath the floor mats.
That's just 78 cents an issue. A savings of more than 60% off the $2 cover price.
Aeon Flux is great. I used to watch Liquid TV just to wait and watch for Aeon Flux to happen at the very tail end of the show.
To work at home, on a plane, or just about anywhere. And remember, it's free with your paid subscription to Business Week.
There's also, Mike TV, a big controversy about their soft serve machines not ever working. It probably has to do with the same thing.
This low basic rate saves you more than $39 off the cover price.
But I love McDonald's French fries, I gotta say. The saltiness and the fried taste of the McDonald's French fries is absolutely heaven. I don't care if they're made out of plastic or shaved wood. They're so good.
is Harold. Here he comes. Here's Harold, the famous wide world of books.
This is fantastic. We got another gem here.
You two out there can have a famous Harold the Chicken doll and be part of this, the Harold the Chicken fan club with David, who's the president. David, give out some of these Harold the Chicken dolls. You too can have a Harold the Chicken doll. Just write us a letter, send us a picture.
How much money we got, guys, for the next ad? We got 50 bucks. Okay, we can rent a captain's outfit and a chicken outfit again, and Jane has a alligator floaty that we can borrow. Let's do it.
Asking for U.S. intervention in their country.
Hialeah police officers believe the men may have been operating.
If convicted, each defendant faces up to 100 years in prison.
The two Bahamian officials who looked the other way while the cocaine was being smuggled out.
News Center 7. News with the hometown focus from the people who know your hometown.
We now return to Scott Joplin, starring Billy D. Williams and Art.
Billy D. Williams. Our cable was set with a dial on top. So was ours. It was a brown box. I think the box even had fake wooden paneling around it. And it had this round dial on it. Oh, the head. I remember that. That's like your opinion, man. I'm going to go watch The Big Lebowski soon now. I gotta say, though, there's one thing I'm very jealous of that today's kids have that we didn't have as kids is Google. We didn't know shit back then. And if you, and the only knowledge you got was from your parents and other kids who didn't know shit either. So nothing was really accurate. But now everyone has Google. You can look up anything, you can learn anything you want. One thing I wish I had. Classic wood veneer, yeah. We had the card catalog. What is the card catalog? Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Encyclopedias. But the thing with encyclopedias is the information would be out of date that next year. Not all of it, but, you know. People are still dumb. Oh, man. That's an agreeable laugh.
There's more going on all the time, and you'll see it here. What's going on?
Mr. Airwalk, man. You love the movie too? I see it.
Find out with News Center 7's Frank Robertson and Denise White. Weekdays.
The greatest day of their lives destroyed by a damaged wedding cake. They bet their friendship and lost over failure to pay for the skateboard. His most loved.
That's right. Back in the day, you'd spend days mulling over what was what.
These real cases prove
Who was in this movie? What actor was that?
That's when Judge Wapner has to decide who's right. The People's Court, where the little things mean a lot. Following Divorce Court, weekdays at 4:30.
Radio Clambake. Hey man, you're ripping off Radio Clambake. I've never heard of Radio Clambake.
Sofa Super Kids was down the Metro Zoo. And we had some children that had been abused. At the beginning, we had one.
But I have no regrets, whatever I'm doing. I love doing what I do.
So we had to kind of coax her.
I love the card catalog with the Dewey Decimal System.
Sat down, who was an abused child, was ready to hold our hand, was ready to hug us. It was beautiful.
Volunteering, it's a personal thing. WSBN asks.
Oh my gosh, waiting hours to record a song off the radio, right? And then skipping the radio commercials, the radio ads.
Tell you they're nothing but poison. Tell you to stay away from the garbage that pushes that junk. I never figured that I ought to be telling that to a 13-year-old.
I love when people think you're ripping off someone else, when in fact, a lot of people have the same ideas. It's just a matter of doing those ideas.
We'll return to our Sunday afternoon movie following these messages.
Back in the day, you had to cut out the movie description from the paper and tape it to your VHS recording. Bolt. That's exactly what the guy with these tapes did. So this batch of tapes all came from one source. And he did the exact same thing. I mean, the amount of time it takes to cut out each one perfectly and then tape it to the tape. It's just, I can't wrap my head around it.
A lot of bangs and explosions. Coon music, we confess, has not been contemplated. Ragtime is not coon music.
Yeah, oh my God, Trouble Slide.
Words you'll understand.
That's the worst, when they would talk over the shit you've been waiting to record so long for.
Body response to authority. Mr. Stark, precisely what do you want?
The only innovation is implementation. That is very, very accurate. I don't really use Google anymore either. I'm not going to say that. I do use Google, but I actually find myself using Alexa more often than not. I feel bad doing it because I don't know the truth of the source, but hey, if Alexa says so, then it's some degree of truth, right? Or so I'm manufactured to believe. Art Man, take care, man. We'll see you. We'll see you on Friday. Radio Clambake. I'm interested. I need to look that original idea up. See what's going on. Alexa just be Googling. She's tapping into the Google, I'm sure. I just caused everybody's Alexas to wake up. Sorry, guys. That's funny.
Sail the ocean, rivers.
Night, Katrina. We'll see you. Have a good one, and thank you for joining in. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. And yeah, I hate when Alexa pulls that shit. When I didn't even ask her. It'll be like 1 a.m. in the morning. And I'm watching some stupid shit, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that. Or she busts out with some long article. It's like, Alexa, shut up. But I don't tell Alexa to shut up. I tell her to stop because I feel bad, like they're recording all my comments to see if I'm an evil person. And they're like, yeah, you know what? Dave was all right. He never really shouted out at me, and my AI says that we should not kill him at end days.
Abused, abandoned, and neglected children. There aren't enough foster homes for them, and there
All right, man, that's right, man. Friday night, it's going to be great. I got some new stuff for our new live stream. I totally revamped the layout.
They need so much love.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Volunteering even a few hours of your time could make a difference.
Volunteering, it's a personal thing.
I miss Shoney's. You have no idea how much I miss Shoney's. I love Shoney's. But we still have Denny's. And they still have biscuits and gravy. My favorite.
When they're good, they're very good, and when they're bad, well...
Man, the Power Rangers, yeah. The little bit of Japan that America could get at the time. Besides Voltron.
Years ago, it started with all the late nights, constant lies and cover-ups. Coming home with the smell of alcohol.
Stop saying the name.
It was really tough on the kids. Then it was the money.
Stop saying a lot. What if I say Alexi? She doesn't respond to Alexi. I'm going to start saying Alexi. Dan Herman, is this thing on? Sorry if I missed anyone's comments, by the way, guys. A lot of comments coming through. We're a very lively chat room with the streams, so apologies if I didn't see something. Shoney's, yeah, I think it was a southern thing, because I've never heard of it being anywhere else besides the South. Could be wrong. Robotech, oh my god, I remember another PSA. These tapes are packed with PSA. I'm going to have a PSA only episode soon. I watched Robotech as a kid. I loved Robotech. I had a few toys from Robotech that my dear parents spent their hard-earned money on for me, and I totally lost them and broke them, which I totally regret. But I love the Robotech toys.
Basically, just talk to the kids.
Dave, will ever play the 900 intro again? I love the music. 900 intro. 900 intro. Was it like a song, or was it my... I made a special about the 900 movies. 900 commercials.
Wow, look at those people water skiing. Look out there having the time of their life in their water ski. They bought the boat from water.
Oh, we got another crazy water skier. This is the second one. It's not even the same ad. Oh, it is the same ad. Holy shit. Okay, I should have known. Oh, they rented a second uniform. This is getting fantastic. Macross, holy hell.
We now return to Scott Joplin, starring Billy D. Williams and Art Carney.
The announcer was excited. Spatula City! Spatula City! Yeah, after I get to the next set of ads, I'm going to show you all something, speaking of Robotech. Yeah, he's eating that mic. You could feel his lips on the foam. He was so close to it. Buy 9 spatulas, get the 10th for just 1 penny. Spatula City. I love that stuff. You don't see those ads anymore. You don't see those crazy, wonky, we don't care, we'll just write whatever we want ad. You don't see them anymore. I mean, maybe you do, but they're not as prevalent as they were back in the 80s and 90s. And they're just special gems. I don't know the name of this movie, honestly. I just know that Billy D. Williams is in it. Because you see his face like every 2 seconds. Never seen Robotech. Holy hell. An amazing series. Gotta see it. Really good. It's basically, it starts off in a city in a ship. Jack Hunter. Let me bust out something. Show y'all something cool I like that I have. This is my adored Robotech Protoculture collection on DVD. I don't know if they sell this anymore, but it's pretty rad. That artwork on the side, if I can bend over and get it to you. Pretty cool.
News with the hometown focus from the people who know your hometown.
Enter the world of straight shooting stars and high-flying adventure on the next...
Where'd you get that lovely spatula?
We'll raise a toast to Jeff Bridges as he teams up with big screen knockout Kim Basinger. Next, Leonard Maltin shows how yesterday's classics are paving the way for today's big hits. Plus, Mary Hart and John James head north to Alaska and one of the world's most spectacular playgrounds of the stars.
Holy hell, it is pretty dusty. It's been sitting up there on a bookshelf for years.
A surprise that went flat when her balloons bit the dust. A festive party shattered when somebody stepped on his sunglasses. The best of friends, until one ate the others.
Good night, Beth. Sorry I didn't see your comment.
Real cases prove the smallest things can turn into heated legal battles.
Used to have a bunch of old school anime on VHS years ago. Yeah, so did we. Or so did I. I love spatulas so much I bought the company. That's right, I forgot he said that. So me and my buddy used to rent anime at this, it was like an Asian gift store that had some anime and other knickknacks, but they had a rental section that was for the Asian community with a lot of Chinese movies, dramas, but they had a big anime section too. So we would rent the movies and then we would rip them. He had 2 VCRs, And we would pretty much rip everything. It didn't work all the time because of macro vision or whatever.
You know, it's true what they say about crack and cocaine.
Man, I'm getting some of the best PSAs I've ever seen
This year, over 15,000
on any tapes I've received. This is like shock packed with PSA content. Maya Zare, oh my god, Fist of the North Star was my... Oh man, that was like my go-to back then. I loved Fist of the North Star. I love the 1,000 punch hit, and all of a sudden the head explodes. It's just everybody's heads explodes when he would punch anyone. I just loved it. And literally, it would like the head would expand and mutate, and then it eventually just explode after he punched anyone in their solar plexus or some shit like that. Fatal Fury, oh my god, I forgot about that. Fatal Fury and the Street Fighter series are pretty good. Late night recordings, yeah. I think most of these tapes are late night recordings for sure. You're already dead. And then one of the bad guys that he punched, his head didn't fully explode because of his mask. And the next time he got in a fight, that bad dude had a cage wrapped around his head so his head wouldn't explode anymore. It was so stupid. He had a metal cage around his head. Lando, the early years, right? Ninja Scroll, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I absolutely love that movie. And the anime was so ahead of its time, in my opinion. Dark City, another one. There's so many good anime movies back then. Not Dark, was it Dark City? I can't remember. City Hunter is another one. Google 13, another great series. And I remember playing Fist of the North Star on the Game Boy. And I remember my friend had the Game Boy. I was taking the bus to school, and my friend busted out the Game Boy, and he had Fist of the North Star, and I begged him to play it, and I was able to play a little bit of it. Can't take the gore, man. I love the gore. I love that anime gore. World Heroes 2 on Neo Geo, great. I love playing Neo Geo.
Member support is vital to WPPT's commitment to excellence. We now salute members of the WPPT.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell, so good. I remember watching when I was in the military, and I just got in the military. We had some break time, and they had Ghost in the Shell VHS tape sitting there, so we played it, and everyone was like, "Holy hell, what is this stuff? This is so awesome!" When really a lot of people didn't know what anime really was back then.
Thank you for watching WPVT, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and
Oh man, Japanimation. Oh, I forgot about that. I wonder if this tape is going to have the sign-off part where we get to see the station broadcast go off air. That'd be pretty cool. Dave, can I ask a quick question? Is there a typical amount of data you use per 1 hour recording? It's a very good question. I use the highest quality codec I can find, which is the ACC, Apple ACC, near lossless codec. So I am getting about maybe 25 gigs per hour, I'd say. Yeah, so it eats up a lot. So I ended up frying El Montre Angus beef nacho burritos. Shut up, dude. That's awesome. Ate like 3 in 2 seconds. Oh man, I want to vicariously live through your mouth. Again, I'm saying shit that I shouldn't be saying because they can. Oh man, but I don't care. That sounds so good. Yeah, Evangelion was amazing. A great series. Another anime ahead of its time. I saw the Cave Online. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Cave Online. Yeah, I was very proud to be an early adopter of anime before anyone knew about anime. Melvor, what's going on, dude? Good to see him, man. Melvor, I miss you, dude. You should pop in more often. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you just lurk a little bit and don't comment. You should comment more. It's good seeing you in here. Have I seen the Voltron Japanese version Go Bisco Line? No, I have not seen that. I haven't been keeping up with more modern stuff, honestly speaking. Galgo 13, I love Galgo 13. Another one I love is, which was one true to my heart, is Ranma One Half. Now that's an anime series that I also bought every season on DVD, and man, I just love that show. Berserk is another great show. Yeah. Sao Tome. I think my favorite character is the guy who always annoys Ranma, who's after I forget their names. I haven't seen it in a while. But he's the pompous ass guy who with the katana. And his sister is the rose chick. Peach-on, man, so good. Ryoga, yeah. Oh man, Appleseed. Appleseed manga is pretty good too. Yeah, Black Phoenix. You can actually find pretty good deals on old stock DVDs of that collection, the remastered one. There's still a lot going around. Yeah, Berserk is super intense. People just die off. And you're like, what the hell? What the hell? Kodachi. That's, man. Kuno. Yeah. Wait, isn't Kuno the servant of the pompous ass guy? I don't know. I can't remember. Too many names. So it looks like this one does not have any ads in it. Let me fast forward a bit longer. Oh man, Trigun and Hellsing. Those are great too. Well, surprisingly, a lot of you guys are anime nerds like myself. Yeah, Kuno. Now, what was the girl's name that is engaged to Ranma that Kuno was always after? He was after any girl, actually. Damn it, Ranma. Pearls before Ryan. Oh no, I remember one quote. He said, "Pearls before swine, Ranma. Pearls before swine, my dear Ranma." Yeah, Berserk. It makes you feel like at some points in that show, it makes you feel so helpless that you wonder what the future of Berserk's going to be like. There's no way. Everyone's dead. He's in like the hell of hells. How do the hell people know about Golgo 13? I know Golgo 13 is so old school. Oh, Trouble Slide, dude. Are you shitting me? You know about Project Aiko. Akane, that's right, Akane. My dear Akane. My dear Akane. Dude, Project Aiko. How the heck do you know about Project Aiko? Dude, that's freaking crazy. Nobody knows about Project Aiko. Let me bust out something. I'll share with you in a sec here. I think I have some on Laserdisc.
Three little words. Delighted audiences and critics alike. Directed by Richard Thorpe and choreographed by Hermes Pan. It stars Fred Astaire, Red Skelton, and the lovely Vera Ellen. This number, Thinking of You, is a prime example of the Astaire style.
So, speaking of Project Aiko, now these are, I didn't grab all of them, but these are just 3 of the 5 movies, but check this out. All on VHS. This is one y'all probably remember. Project Plot of the Daidokuji. Whoops, there we go. Here's the so-called final act. Man, Project Aiko is one of my absolute favorite animes. Yep, there's 5. Trouble. Yeah, there's 5. I didn't know either. I thought there were just 2. The Melvor. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to keep him there until he crumbles apart and falls to pieces till to the end of time. I'm going to keep him sitting there for you guys. Off to eBay. So I think this may be a completely non-commercial piece of the tape. We'll see. To be honest, it's better as manga. I actually agree. I enjoy manga better than anime. One, because you can get through the story. You can get to the punch much quicker. But there's something about the imagination part of it. You know, it's not animated, but it really allows your mind to free up and enjoy the storytelling. What is my retro fate? I only saw the first Project Aiko on the Jim Animation anime block. Oh, cool. Mr. Airwalk, you got anime tapes too? Nice. Bitter almonds. I want to get... So, e-readers are so old. The tech is so old. They've been out for such a long time. But... And I say a long time, like a decade and a half maybe. But I really want to get a really good quality e-reader and just dump days worth, months worth of manga onto it. And just nonstop, just binge it. You know what I mean? I can totally get lost in manga. I can sit on the couch, house is totally quiet, and just do what I do, reading my manga, and be so at peace. Charlie Watts. You know, the whole rot thing, I haven't really experienced on my laser discs, honestly speaking. I think is if they're stored in humid conditions, what I've researched and learned is that the the laser disc is actually like 2 plastic platters melted together over the actual laser disc part. And when humidity gets into them, heat and humidity, that plastic starts to tear away from one another and expose the inside of the laser disc, which causes mildew and other things to happen to it, which creates the rot. But if they're stored in good conditions, I think they're pretty good to go. I'm gonna get a Mac Tonight tattoo on my ass, or get a Molly McButter on your ass. That'd be nice. Marvel's epic Akira comics were amazing. I want to get the Akira comic collection on Amazon. I think they still sell it in this big box set for like $200 or something.
For standing ovation, the Pointer Sisters, Wednesday at 10.
Yeah, I've got a few that are not. You can see it. You can see the laser disc coming apart, but that it's just like 2 or 3. But I have about maybe 100 or so laser discs that I've collected. Yeah, storage conditions are everything for analog stuff, unfortunately.
Tuesday.
I'm getting multiple hits of nostalgia. Nice.
On the next South American journey, 9 out of 10 South Americans are Catholic. Yet this religion that dominates the entire
Holy shit, Death Ripley. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, don't even know what Disco Vision is. Nice, nice one. Disco Vision, one of the very first inceptions, I guess, of the Laserdisc genre. They called it Disco Vision at the very, very beginning. I remember Star Trek was part of that kind of entourage of shows and movies they had for Disco Vision back then. But I've found that the Japanese Laserdiscs were always of the highest quality. They had the best printing, I guess you could say, for that format. Yeah, those National Geographic specials. What is this? Let's rewind and just watch this. This is kind of interesting. Charlie Waits, Sega CD. I have a. Speaking of Sega CD, I absolutely love Sega CD. Didn't last that long, but whatever. I have I have 2 Sega CDXs that work. Totally fine. Actually, they're in the cabinet underneath Moon Man, I think. Under a bunch of cables.
Broadcast in stereo, Tuesday at 10.
Yeah, Japan did support Laserdisc a lot longer than anyone else, that's for sure. Why 2? Well, honestly speaking, I try to buy things in pairs in case the one I play breaks. But I have a not necessarily a backup, but something that works and I can keep. Kind of a.
When people were frightened of lightning,
It's hard to explain. I try to buy things in pairs because I want to have a keepsake. Not a keepsake, but something I can keep forever, I guess you could say. And this is back when they were very cheap. I bought these about 10 years ago, and no one really cared. The Laserdisc, yeah, they're the size of a record. They were pretty big.
And when some men...
Oh, Charlie, very good to know. Thanks. The problem with the CDXs was I couldn't find an AC adapter that worked. The problem with those units were the AC adapters, but there was a guy, I don't know if he still makes them, I think he was called Caveman something. He hand manufactured or hand built AC adapters just for the CDX, so I was able to bring them back to life just with his adapters. Tower of Power, very nice. Spare while the others repaired. Essentially, yeah. Here's another cool thing about Laserdisc a lot of people don't know is that Laserdisc are actually analog. They're not digital medias. It's not a digital media. Um, they were able to print the video image in a much more smaller scale than they could on vinyl. And that's why you could get a much better image from that media compared to CED or something like that. And then DVD came out and blew everything else away. But Laserdisc did have digital audio. They were able to get digital audio, but the video was always analog. But that's not true because there are HD Laserdiscs as well at the very end days of Laserdisc. I don't know what this creepy ass cartoon is, but I hope some of you are enjoying it. Yeah, the CDX with the 32X just looks ridiculous. It's like, we don't have time to redesign this. Just put the shit on top of it and make a hole. Cav and CLV, that's right. But yeah, at the very end of days of Laserdisc, they did have HD quality. Charlie, cool, thanks, I appreciate it. YouTube commenter, no, it's not binary data on the disc, it's analog. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. That's right, Death Ripley, holy shit. Man, we got some knowledge up in this chat, man, like seriously. Muse LDs, Laserdisc, that's right. They were the only high definition Laserdisc to ever be produced, but they're so expensive, and the units themselves are thousands of dollars just even used right now. You don't like Hatman? Y'all remember Jawman? Y'all remember Jawman from my last stream? The Jaw, as we called him. TG Apiolius, you're very welcome. Pika, you have a Super Console X Cube. Holy shit, that's badass. I wish I had a Vectrix. That'd be cool to have. I'm not much of a gamer. I just appreciate the old tech of things and the old design of things more than anything else.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Martin Taylor, very good to have you. Appreciate it. This cartoon looks straight up 60s style cartoon, especially with that kind of fusion jazz or whatever you call it back then. Yeah, the Vectrex is super cool. I love the linear graphics, the vector graphics. Really, really cool. Muse is outrageous. There were 2 HDLDs in the US that came. I think Cliffhanger was one of those, I believe, of those US movies for the Muse system. Yeah, I agree, Urban. Emulation is a godsend for retro gamers. Jesse. I think it is, man. I think it is. I've been drinking, so I'm good. I'm immune to the creep factor. It does look like Bullwinkle. Oh, man. I forgot about love. I won't say I love Bullwinkle, but I totally love remembering seeing those cartoons. The entire Hanna-Barbera stuff. You remember the Walkmans that had the mini CD floppy disk? Yeah, those are called, those are MDs or mini discs. And I actually had one in Japan and I had one in the States as well. Had a bunch of Erasure, Depeche Mode, and New Wave music on those. My mixtape, if you will. Mini discs were so popular in Japan during the late 90s. Dave, directing a really specific question. Have you ever seen a very intelligent and non-widespread cartoon that I think was trying to teach people called Capital Critters? Capital Critters, that does not ring a bell for me. Fugitive and Free Willy were the other two. Okay, okay, very cool to know. Did not know that. Yeah, so the thing is, I'm surprised mini disc didn't take off. Now that I think of it, I think I know why. It's because during that time, Japan introduced or exported their tech much later after they had it. So they may have had it in the early to mid 90s, whereas we got it years later. And by that time, MP3s were already coming out, so that tech didn't last long at all. That's the way it was back then. Now we get it. We get it before Japan, or the same time, because the Koreans are really up to speed on their tech. 7 right? That or he fell asleep and just didn't bother with it. But mini discs were really good for recording, making a mixed track of CDs. That's what I used it for. I would get a bunch of my favorite CDs or songs off of CD, and I would record them to mini disc. And they're so convenient because you could put, so many songs on one mini disc compared to a tape or a CD. And I couldn't tell a difference as far as sound quality was concerned. Yeah, the PSP was so ahead of its time. And it was such a beautiful piece of tech, too, for a handheld. Because you had metal, you had glass, and the plastic was such high quality. Everything on it was such high quality. It just seemed like a dream thing. Not helping the factor from happening is the music the audio is so distorted on this tape, it just makes it even seem more creepy. And what about the PSP movies? You remember that? They had a pretty good selection of movies on the PSP, I gotta say.
Charlie Chaplin, famous around the world as the Little Tramp. But as a director, Chaplin has been shrunk.
Jeez Louise, we still got 100+ folks up in here at 1:20 a.m. Central Time. That's awesome. Thank you for joining and hanging in there. Phantasy Star Online. Remember when Phantasy Star first came out and they introduced internet into the game? They're one of the very first video games to have internet. UMDs, that's right, Bitter Almonds, yeah. Don't kill yourself, Andrew. Hang in there. Okay. Well, it looks like this is the end of this transfer tape session for the evening. Thanks to all of you for joining in and hanging in there and talking about the good old days. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to check in on Friday evening. I have my regular weekly live streams where I actually play back these commercials in a curated format and a much more professional looking stream layout. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I hope to see all of you there. And Y'all take care. Have a great week. I'll be uploading another Retro Commercials episode this Wednesday, as always, and we'll see you again. So take care, guys. Get some sleep. Thanks for joining in. Love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Moon Man, Moon Man, Moon Man.